should probably check the actual stream and make sure it's running properly. So I'm doing something different this time. Let's see if the fade works. Yeah, it seems to. Okay. So it is what's on the right. I've got things set up a bit differently this time for OBS to try to make things run a bit differently. So... well, that's gonna shit itself, huh? Okay. But yeah, I'm gonna try running this stream this time without the stream open. I've just got OBS and I've got a couple of, docs that show me some information. I'm gonna see how well I can make it run without actually seeing the stream. Absent because he won't be able to participate. So I'll take him out. Now we just need GGG and Ivanovic, and we've got everyone checked in to go. And this doc just doesn't work. Think. Let me see. No, it kind of works. Just the time doesn't. Reload. Yeah, alright, we got 2 minutes till it starts, and it says Ivanovic and GGG still aren't in, so I guess we'll see how that ends up. But we've got 14 people looking at the bracket now, so I was going to space this out. So if we don't get anyone joining in, I'll jump in VC in a second. So if we don't have everyone... let me see if I can do this. Let me just experiment with using the new layout I'm using on Twitch. So I can fade to that, right? And that shows the bracket. Cool. So we'll probably go like 1 game here, rest off stream, 2 game here, rest off stream, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we go like 7, 8, 9, or 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, we'll probably do that. We'll go 1 game here, watch all of round 3, semifinals and finals, and then we'll go either all of 4, 5, and 6, or 1 and 3, then all of 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, that gives us 10. And I think 10 games is a good amount, because it makes it so that the stream doesn't go so long that it eats up everyone's fucking day. But it also isn't so short that it's insubstantial. Alright, I'll drop into VC. Hey Aku, what's up?
Yo. I'm eating right now.
Nice. I think I already gave you, what's it called? I think I gave you access to the, tournament bracket when I made the tournament this time, so you should just be able to edit stuff right off the bat now. And then, let's see, roles. Okay, yeah, and I'll check who's checked in one more time, and I'll do one more ping, and I'll give him like 3 minutes. Maybe, okay, maybe not 3, maybe like 2 minutes. And then I just go. So it still needs Ivanovic and GGG.
Who do we even have today? Let's see.
h-ryougi says no, but he's still not checked in. Yeah, and he's still not checked in. He said he doesn't need me to check him in, but I mean, we're at the minute, so it should be, we should be starting any second now. So he needs to get checked in if he's not. Yeah, he's still not checked in. So maybe he's just not playing? Because he's sitting here in the Discord, and I said, do you need me to check you in? He's like, nope. And I'm like, okay. But then he's not checking in, so. I don't know, I'll give him till, I'll give him like another 2 minutes. Because it's weird, because he's here, but I've asked him multiple times if he needs me to check him in, and he said no. So if he doesn't need me to check him in, then in a couple of minutes, I'm gonna start the tournament. And if he's not checked in, he's not playing. But it's whatever. Whatever. We've already warned him enough times. We don't need to keep pinging him. He obviously sees it. He'll figure it out or he won't.
Yeah, he said he's busy.
Okay.
Like he was busy when he quit on someone. Touch.
Alright, and then Ivanovic's not responding. Okay, so that's what we got. We have what we have right now. Process check-in results, 12 of 13. So we got 12 people coming in this time. And then...
Still a good number.
Oh wait, 13. Did someone check in at the very, very last second and I didn't see it? Damn.
Maybe.
Insane. Anyway, so now we have to set the actual bracket up. So let me go to this, bracket here, and then fade that. Cool. So here's what we got right now. We have Dible, Arto, Seath, Poktamor, Milky Power. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to put Milky Power because she got high in the last tournament up here. At the... No, why did I put Gwyn? Oh my fucking god. Challenge is the shittiest. Alright, so we'll put her up there. Arto came second place, so we'll keep him there. And then as far as everyone else, I'm not really sure what their power levels or performance levels are.
Let's see who even plays today, because I didn't even check.
I think Poktamor usually does well, so we'll put him higher. But I'm gonna put Poktamor on the opposite end of the playing field than Arto, because Arto.
I don't know who Seth is. I think the Seth is one of the newer players.
I know.
And Dible is a relatively new player too.
I see.
So, not gonna lie, in those two places I would put Poktamor and Gwyn. Just let them two play with each other.
Okay. Okay, so that's probably the bracket we're gonna be running with, unless anyone has any problems with that. So... yeah, okay, we can get that started. Start tourney. Fade out, and then, okay, we've got the tourney going, and then, let's look back in here. Okay, so, Who do we do first then? Do you want to do Ritcherus, Seth, Dible, Riven, Mix, or Necrofon first? It doesn't really matter. Because we just need one person to run through round 1.
I mean, we can watch... I don't know who is really, like, someone... Is there actually someone you would like to spectate? Like, did you notice someone?
Oh, I don't have anyone
you
in
wanna
particular.
watch?
Well, we can just do, like, Riven and Mix.
I mean, Riven is another Ryogi player, so I'm expecting Ryogi like every tournament, and I'm sure a lot of our viewers do expect it too. So,
I mean,
Necrofon is a Ryogi player too.
so you want to try to avoid Ryougi players?
Yes, I would like to see some variety. Like, last tournament was, I think, 4 or 5 Ryogi players, if I'm not mistaken.
Do you know what Ritcherus plays?
Ritcherus plays f-len?
Okay, let's watch Ritcherus and Yago then, because I don't think they're Ryugis. So yeah, we'll do every round 1 off stream, but then have Ritcherus and Yago be on stream. And I'll start setting up the I'll start setting that up. Rit. I need to make sure I spell it right. There it goes. Ritcherus and Yago. Okay, cool. So I've got that set up. Now we just need to wait for them to get in a game.
Yep.
Alright, they already got the IP up. Nice. Alright, let's hope this works. So like I said, I'm running my OBS differently this time. I don't have the actual stream open, so I can't actually see a lot of stuff I usually have info to. But we'll see how this goes. I'm just gonna keep sitting here and tapping the fucking thing until they end up connecting. That's usually what I end up doing, so I can try to get in as soon as possible to reduce the amount of lag in between games. Because I mean, I feel like when me and you were running this and you've got the bracket and I've got the stream going, things go pretty smooth. Like once a game is over, within like 30 seconds, we've already given people their next match, and at that point, it's just how fast people can connect to each other. So
yeah, our tournament is pretty fucking smooth. If we talk about organization, at least for now. I hope we're gonna get even more players in like no time.
I drank water, went down the wrong pipe. Okay, Yago versus Ritcherus. Yago's gonna be on P1. Ritcherus gonna be on P2. Alright. Swap to
Is it connected for you already?
Yeah, it's black screen right now, but it's connecting.
I see. I already connected.
My new friend.
It might do that. It might do that shit for me where it just sits on black screen and then crashes though. Yeah, that's what it's doing.
Good. The actually fun match to watch. They have both not a Ryogi player, so it's actually something new for once.
Oh my god, it's taking forever for me to get in. Alright, trying again, starting versus mode. It's gonna end up syncing for like 10 fucking years. There we go, now I'm in, so now it's just syncing up. Alright, and then we do this, and I hit fade, and it should fade to the next screen. Yeah, okay, cool. And then I have the other one queued up.
Milky Power on a Twitch chat? I'm a big fan.
Damn. Simping for Milky Power, dude.
Always.
Okay, so we're gonna have, it looks like, Yago on the f-reese with Ritcherus on the f-len. I wonder if he comes from, like, Speedy School of martial arts, and he's gonna show us some, like, forbidden len techniques like Speedy tends to do. Like,
I don't think...
like the crazy wake-up throw.
Wake up throws into Miro. Random Miros that are always like 200 IQ. Placed in random places, but always work out. Yeah, that's a Speedy tactic.
It's not even they're placed in random places. You just put a mirror in the mid-screen with Len, and it stays there for like 45 seconds. And if you ever land a hit, you can just throw someone into it. And it's like, alright, that's more damage. That's cool. Yeah, it's not even negative edge. You don't even need to hold it. It just stays there for you. Okay, I'm good to go. Tell them they're good to go.
Okay.
It just... Yeah, the mirrors just like sit there. The mirrors just sit there for you. They're like forever. They never go away.
I don't think Speedy is taking any new people to his dojo.
I mean, maybe not, but we'll see if he shows any forbidden tech, like the wake up air throw or the cat walking under people like a millimeter like in front of you. But here we go. Len already going in with the JB, ends up missing it, gets hit with knives in the mid screen, throwing up a mirror right now, getting ready to reflect some knives in case f-ciel wants to throw more knives. But I don't think f-ciel has that same knife throw kind of record series that the other CLs do. And if she does, maybe she. No, I don't think she does. 'Cause I think she gets flash punches instead. She does have those air knives, though, and she's using those to cover a lot of space to prevent Len from coming in with the air approach. But there we go. Gets hit with the mirror, put in the corner, but he does jump out of the corner. Len not able to sustain the pressure, jumping over the top of him, catching him, but not able to sustain, not able to confirm it into anything. Here we go. Not Reese. I keep calling her Reese, but it's CL. CL trying to zone a bit with knives, but there we go. Ends up coming with the counter hit, but tries to dash, and the dash is a little too slow, and Len gets her own counter hit, but not able to hit. Both trade with the projectile, with Len got her back to the wall, though. Reese jumping in and doing a flash punch. There we go. Hits her, but not able to keep her in the corner. Len jumps over the top, hits Reese, counter hit, but not able to confirm off of it. Reese, I keep calling her Reese. CL jumping into the mid-screen. There we go. Dashing on Len, getting a flash punch, coming in, dropping the combo, and Len now back in the mid-screen. Both players have about the same amount of health. And there we go. Len coming with the counter hit, but not able to confirm it. CL, not Reese, getting a counter hit, air counter hit, bringing it back down. 3.2k damage. One more hit's probably going to kill kill Len if Len's not able to get much out of it. But he is going to be able to go into, like, there we go. Blood heat right there. Getting a lot of that health back. Both players have about the exact same amount of health, but Len does have that slightly higher HP defense buff due to having lower health at one point in time. Goes in, just throws an archer across the field. It's actually going to hit. Is that going to be enough to kill, though? Yeah, that's going to be enough to kill. Len's, you don't really see the Len use the blood arc, the blood heat arc drive that much, because Len's arc drive is a slow-moving fireball normally, and you can just kind of drop it at pressure and it's a free reset. I don't think it can be shielded, I don't think it can be dodged because it moves so slowly, but when you throw the fast one, you lose a lot of that property, so you never really see Len's go and use the blood heat one, but right there, he saw an opening, takes it, goes in. There we go, though. CL putting Len in the corner, getting a good counter hit, but not able to keep the confirm up, and Len walking back to mid-screen, sitting on top of a mirror trying to protect herself with it. There we go, throwing some fireballs out, using the mirror to try to protect herself from projectiles, and when he's behind it, the projectiles can't get him, but CL is able to dash in, ends up getting counter hit by the mirror, throwing him into the corner, but CL jumping in, putting himself back in the mid-screen, and now Len stuck in the corner, but jumping back to the mid-screen to put some pressure on CL. CL counter hitting Len, but not able to get too much off of it. Again, both these players having a hard time confirming off of each other, and there we go. CL getting clipped again, but not able to get really a huge confirm off it. Knives coming out, but the mirror does end up blocking them. Len in the corner going with multiple overheads into some grounded pressure. I think that 2-8 is low. So Len coming in, getting with multiple overheads. Good defense coming out of Yago. They're actually blocking all the multi-overheads coming in, blocking the lows as well. Staying patient, which is waiting for the opportunity to jump out. Len gets a counter hit on him, but not able to get a huge confirm off of it. He is getting clipped a lot, though, so Len might still be able to do something here in the corner. There we go. Caster trying to anti-air him, but not able to get anything out of it. Len applying some basic stagger pressure, jumping over, canceling what looked like it was going to be a fireball, but probably just a forward dashing animation. CL ends up throwing a knife, missing, and he ends up landing recovery, and Len punishes that landing recovery, takes CL back up. Second round going to end up going to Len, so the first game going to go to Ritcherus. Update that, and let's see if it stays updated. Yeah, it does stay updated. Cool, I don't need to refresh the OBS every time it happens. Nice. Okay, here we go. Len putting a mirror down in the mid-screen, reflecting those knives. But there we go, knife coming out of him. It's a counter hit knife, but no, not able to get too much off it. It was that knife that puts the characters on a lot of hits on the CLs, usually using combos and in pressure, because CL, one of the harder characters actually with punish in this game in general, because the button of hers that you're probably going to be most likely to whiff punish is her 5C, but her 5C can throw a knife after it, even if it whiffs. So it's really, really hard to actually like whiff punish her, and if you are putting blocks done, sometimes you can't even jump out of the way. But there we go, Len coming out with the DP. Mirror ends up hitting, so it's going to give him a big confirm, but he's not able to fully finish the confirm out. CL is in max right now, so she could try to FRC something, but no, she's going to save that meter. She does want 100, so she can use it somewhere she needs it. f-ciel does lose the H and c-ciel ability to use myriad slashes from across the screen to get like full screen invincible punishes, so he can't really wait to see Len using charges and try to punish those, but in the end he does find his opening, getting over the top of a mirror, and he does come and finish Len off. So first round gonna have going to Yago right here. There we go, getting counters with the knives, 1.4k damage, not a lot, but it is going to give him a hard knockdown. Len starts some pressure, knocking Len down with a flash punch and going for a high-low fake. Ends up getting Len with the low, putting Len over into the corner right now, taking up, bringing him back down. Len stuck in the corner, and then he ends up getting Len with a meaty 5A, dashing in, Len disrespecting, but there we go, catching the jump out, not able to confirm it though, and Len mashing out of the corner, FRCing to get that health back, but he really doesn't have a huge health advantage. Well, not a huge health advantage at all. It's 100% health versus about 40% health. Len still, even with the FRC, puts himself at a pretty big health disadvantage, but it is better than what he had before, because it will take about 2 hits to kill him, unless you get a really, really big confirm, I imagine. But with the addition of Reduce, I don't think 1 hit's going to kill him, even with how high damage f-ciel can be. Reduce is a whack mechanic like that. c-ell jumping back over, running under Len every single time Len jumps, making it hard to like connect one of those normals. But there we go. Len does connect to JC after c-ell tries to go for double kicks, ends up missing it, throwing it back down to the corner. 4k damage, going in for a mirror to push c-ell out, pushing. It's like a Urian mirror, pushing him back in and out, going in for the multiple overhead left right. c-ell playing really patiently, blocks it though. Another mirror down to mid screen. It's gonna stop those c-ell projectiles from coming in. c-ell goes for a dive kick, ends up missing, but Len not able to get a punish off it. Flash punches in mid screen to try to like check those approaches that are coming out of Len, but not really able to get it. Len safely sitting behind a mirror and charging a little bit, trying to get us some meter up to either go into another heat at some point later or just use the meter at some point. There we go, jumps over against the JC, but the mirror ends up dropping the confirm form and throwing c-ell outside of it. c-ell flash punching the Len, bringing her up, taking her back down. I do think c-ell has the health advantage right now with only 7 seconds left. If Len doesn't go in, he's not going to get it, but no, Len gets it with the mirror, and he might not be able to get in time. c-ell playing really carefully, but I don't think he's going to be able to do it. Jumps up, isn't able to get over the fireball, and yeah, Len's just going to take that at the last second because of the fucking mirror. Both people playing really carefully. What's so funny? Something funny, Haku?
This game is so fucking lame.
What are you talking about? Yeah, I mean,
each other.
well, yeah, they're having a hard time approaching each other. c-ell has a hard time approaching because with the mirrors going up, she can't really throw projectiles, and Len's got the bigger, more disjointed normal. So c-ell is a character who really needs to get in, like, especially when you're f-ciel and you don't really have the same projectile game that like c-ciel has. You really have to like work with flash punches and like your low profiling run to like really outposition people. But her movement really isn't that great. She just has kind of interesting boxes that allow her to maneuver in weird places when she does move. But it's not like she's crazy fast or anything. And so it's like you play a character like that, but then Len is notorious for fucking being able to just like hit people with JC out of fucking nowhere because it reaches so low to the ground. So it's like Len doesn't want to go in. She wants to play passively and try to use her disjointed hitboxes to fuck with people. But c-ell doesn't want to go in because it's like, well, that's like one of the things I would like hate to have to go in on. So they're just both playing carefully and trying to find some good chip damage against each other they can confirm into.
Cool, but we get in fucking Dragon Ball episode every 2 seconds.
Yeah, they have to stop and charge their meter and like talk about their power levels. Like it's like Cell versus Vegeta. Like, oh, let you power up if you say you're gonna be stronger in blood heat. Your hubris will be the downfall of you saying.
The rule number 0. As we're not describing about power levels in this no power level.
Here we go, Len doing some basic stagger pressure, c-ell able to jump out, going back to the mid-screen, c-ell with the health advantage, ends up hitting Len with a knife, so c-ell doesn't really have to go if she doesn't want to, just kind of protecting those space with those buttons, jumping back, trying to play relatively safe and catch Len on her approaches, throw those knives to stop Len from like just safely air approaching with Len's really goring with J2C, but there we go, Len lands a J2C using like the, what do you want to call that, like spiral balls coming in over the top, c-ell jumps in, hits the charge, but not able to get anything. Here we go, Len in blood heat right now, she could try to convert this into a blood heat, but no, she's not going to get, she's going to go for an air throw, there we go, using a mirror to go for some kind of Urian mix, left, right, but pushes him outside of the mirror so he's not going to get too much. Is he going to use the blood heat reversal? No, just ends up getting hit, so he's not going to be able to burst either because he went into blood heat, not saving it for max. Len, one hit away from death, even a throw could kill him, tries to jump out on the FRC of c-ell, and c-ell able to go in, catch the jump, so the first round is going to end up going to c-ell. Alright, so there we go. Code match point. Both characters have no meter right now. Len getting a good counter hit, but not able to confirm. Again, another counter hit, but dropping the confirm. Missing a lot of damage right here. Len being a really high damage character on average, so missing these confirms really hurts on a character like Len. Jumping up over the top, ends up missing the JC, and they tries to dash in after, and gets punished by c-ell. Checking the dash. 4.8k damage. Coming and doing some stagger pressure. Both characters counter hit each other, but c-ell not able to keep the corner. Back in the mid-screen, and Len putting up some mirrors, playing back in the corner a little bit, throwing some fireballs, trying to harass. Len doesn't have the health advantage. She will need to find her way in, but no. c-ell aggresses when Len wants to aggress on her own end.
Let's go.
Counter hit, 4.1k damage. Dash in for a command throw, but no, not gonna get it. Len, 2.7k off a reversal right there. Len does have a reversal, only meter. There we go, air counter hit, but not able to do it. On the left side of Len, pushing Len back to the mid-screen, but the stagger pressure ends up hitting Len. And there we go, Len gonna be taken out.
Let's go. One combo. Whole fucking game. 2 matches.
There we go. So Yago ends up getting it. Man, c-ell's a high damage character. We didn't really see too many like full confirms come out, probably because c-ell's got wonky hitboxes and Len's also got wonky hitboxes, so they're having a hard time hitting each other. But man, they both do pretty high damage on average, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Alright, so let's see. Then we'll do, who do we want to do in round 2? You want to do Gwyn and Dible for round 2, and then everyone else off stream?
Yeah, sure, we could go with that.
Okay, so let's do Gwyn, Dible for round 2, and then the rest of round 2 can go off stream. So let me do Gwyn here, 0 that. Dible here, 0 that. Alright, oh yeah, and then I was going to try to put ambient music on in the backgrounds between games, so that it's not just like dead space while things are getting set up.
That game was like a fucking, I don't know, Chinese fucking gameplay.
it was interesting. It was very
Project
neutral
match.
heavy. It wasn't like normal Melty Blood where it's like there's a lot of momentum. It was very neutral heavy game, Haku. It's just different. You don't understand it, but that's what peak performance looks like.
Gorilla fucking brain cannot take those games. I'm fucking vomiting over my screen when I see that.
If people aren't smashing into each other, I know you get bored, but I mean, us cultured Melty enjoyers see that and we go, a heavy, grounded, neutral game of Melty Blood. This is what fighting games are all about.
Fireball, let's go.
What? Don't, like, yeah, Fireball's, like, yeah, that's fighting games. It's the ability to have a meaningful engagement from a distance greater than normals is essential to, like, fighting games. Hello?
Let's go. Fucking Miro, that's gonna throw your fucking projectiles at you. My safe projectiles at you. Let's go.
Says they're in, but I'm trying to connect still. There we go. Now I'm okay. So Gwyn's gonna be.
Now
on,
we gotta play a fucking starfighter right there.
Gwyn's gonna be on P1. Dible's gonna be on P2.
Hey, that's a C$.
All right. Let me drop this. Fade in. Okay, cool. Seems to be.
Are you in? It's an accept.
I'm in, but it's not fully connected yet. So it looks like. Wait, it said Gwyn was player 1, right? So Gwyn's gonna be doing f-vaki. I thought he said he was playing c-iyoko, but maybe he suffered the fate of all c-iyoko players in that he just stopped playing her once he realized, wait a minute, this character's fucking stupid. Anyway, okay, I'm good to go. You can tell him to go now.
Good to go.
Okay, so we got an, yeah, he suffered the fate of all c-iyoko players, maybe, where he just decided, you know what, fuck c-iyoko.
Damn.
I'm the last c-iyoko player. I was the first in and I'm the last out.
Last man standing, let's go.
I mean, Multi was the first in, but as far as back when I started playing Melty Blood, I'm the first c-iyoko in and I'm still the last one in.
And we're having the full.
I'm not sure he still plays it, but maybe just not for this matchup. But anyway, here we go. So f-vaki versus Nanaya. This is going to be an interesting matchup because Nanaya is a character who has really, really good air normals in the sense that they cover an area like down in front and below him, and they've got a really good destroy. And like, Nanaya is interesting because you look at his normals on paper, right? And they don't look that crazy, but when you think about how many characters can actually hit above them in such a way to contest the normals Nanaya has that hits below, and when you think about how much momentum he can carry into his normals on the ground, Nanaya's actually got a really, really solid neutral game. And his air dash that doesn't take him far, well, except for F, who's got the forward one, allows him to like really, really command a lot of like fine-tuning movement in neutral that can punish people for trying to contest him when he gets directly above them. f-vaki, on the other hand, is probably one of the few characters that can actually outmaneuver and just like cannonball into him in the air and really, really stop him from like doing what he wants to do. But at the same time, being f-nanaya, he gets really, really, really good damage off of his defensive options. So if he, and with Warune, he can mix her up pretty hard. But yeah, there we go. There's the puffball coming over the top. Fast first game coming out of Gwyn. That tends to be how f-vaki is. Either the game goes by fast and...
Then I can buy you one.
Either the game goes by fast and it's just over, or it ends... Or it either goes by fast and f-vaki won, or it takes a little longer and f-vaki kind of gets stuck in the corner and she's like, oh no, I don't like this. But it is, yeah, it is Gwyn on player 1. Okay. There we go. So, yeah, but now we have the c-roa matchup, so all that bullshit about Nanaya, who cares? c-roa, placing that first orb is going to make it hard. There we go, air unblockable, so Aki can't do anything about that. That orb's high, though, so Aki not really going to be feeling too a threat from it, but there we go, Roa turning it into a combo, bringing it up for a hard knockdown. 4.7k damage, c-roa going into the corner, putting a first orb down, second orb on top for her. What is he trying to do? Wait for a jump. ID's in, catch her with some basic stagger pressure. There we go, charging up his lightning counter a little bit, doing some arithmetic over here. There we go, thrown into the corner. I don't think c-roa can actually combo off this throw like F can, but he is going to get an OTG combo for 1.3k damage, putting 2 orbs down. There we go, jumping in the air. Those are plus 27, and he can pop them both on the air and in the ground while having 3 of them down. So this is partly why, not partly. There we go, and then his like full screen DP. This boy c-roa is like considered like one of the best characters in the game. He's got those air unblockable orbs that reach about 95% of the way across the screen. He can put 3 of them down. They're plus 27. He can pop them on the air and in the ground. Air unblockable, and then he's got like a move that's a DP that is basically a full screen DP that launches to the other corner, and then he can follow up on it. It's pretty insane actually. But f-vaki staying really, really close to him. He's having a hard time getting those orbs down, and there we go. There's the meterless DP, goes up, finishes her. While Roa does have that really, really crazy neutral game with the orbs that he utilizes, he doesn't really have the most amazing normals. Like, they're very, like, serviceable, and they will do what he needs them to do, but it's not like, you know, Tono level normals, or, like, f-vaki level normals, where she can jump in there and just cannonball at people, hit him on any side, or Tono, where he can, like, dash 2C, and it's like, oh, well, shit, I'm not really gonna be doing much about that, am I? Like, it's gonna be hard to out-footsie that. But he does have serviceable normals. However, when Aki gets to that close range where her normals allow her to kind of cannonball at him and from any real angle she wants to mess with him, he has a hard time getting anything down. But there we go, ends up mashing out. Now he's going to start some orb pressure over here. Putting her blocks down, placing an orb down for free, but no, he is going to jump in and get caught out by her. Oh no, the orb is up. Now she's trying to stall her air movement. It lags a bit, but she's trying to stall her air movement so he can't pop the orb and get her. But no, he does end up popping her. She jumps up right into it, goes for the air unblockable vertical orb, hits her, brings her into the corner. Is this going to kill? Maybe, maybe not. No, not going to kill, but he does go for the left-right side swap. That orb didn't put her all the way in the corner. Gwyn not ready for it. And
I'm
Dible
sure
take
he
that
could
15.
heal him with a last arc right there.
Maybe. I know about like f-roa combo theory, and I know that there's where you can and can't last arc people, or not last arc, arc drive people off the ground, but I don't know much about c-roa.
It's the same. The argument doesn't change much. Just do a hard knockdown, and you just fucking use that.
I see. I just wasn't sure if, like, when the orbs hit, they count as a hard knockdown, because I know that one, like, launched him in the ground. Oh my god, air ASDP, and he's gonna get punished for that, but no! He punished him before he hit the ground, so he's not ready to float him, and Roa's gonna come back on the other side and hit him, knocking him back and down into the air, coming back up. Okay, there we go, orb down, but orb ends up missing. It's a little too high. It's not really a threat for Aki, and it's not an Aoko orb. It's not gonna pop in 7 seconds, so Aki doesn't really have to worry about it, but there we go, jumping up. She does have to another orb high. Again, Aki doesn't need to worry about those really at all, unless she jumps in at him, but she's not gonna jump in at him. The orb's gonna disappear. Roa heating out, though, and Aki doesn't have any health, but there we go! Comes in behind him. Her normals do hit on both sides of her, especially in the air. Coming down, securing ground space, using an FRC to get that health back, but she's so low. Is that gonna work anyway? No, will still not working. There we go. Gonna get it with an air unblockable because he is stuck in the air, so you can come in all ground, well, not all, but almost every ground normals are unblockable. There we go. Goes under the DP. See that how he like meatied with a button to low profiles DPs if he did it, so that if the DP came out, it would end up missing, and if the DP didn't come out, he still gets a meaty. Well played on Gwyn right there. So first round gonna end up going to Gwyn. Gwyn coming over the game lags a little bit, but game coming over the top. Dashing under Roa. Every single time Roa jumps and uses these normals, Gwyn's doing a really good job of positioning back under him and behind, and it's making it so Roa really doesn't have any good place to hit him at. Like, I've talked about this in the past, how it's very, like, powerful position when people jump to get behind them, because if someone can't, like, you know, hit you when you get behind them, you're in a good position to outplay them. But and that's part of what makes outpositioning someone like f-v.aki difficult, is that you're never really have her out of position even if you're behind her. But
we have 2 rounds already.
So yeah, there we go. Gwyn ends up winning. I was like talking about some other shit off on a tangent, and then Gwyn ends up winning. Like I said, with f-v.aki, rounds either go by fast and she wins, or they take a little longer and it's like, oh, you only really need 2 hits to kill her, and then things are getting a little choppy. But he ended up pulling it out though, so nice.
There's even Milky play right now with Yago. Oh yeah, never mind.
Let me see, I'm getting pinged. I gotta check this. Okay, I got pinged, but they don't need me to do anything. Okay, so let's close this. So let me see. So okay, although I don't think Arto and Riven have finished their game, but whenever Arto and Riven do finish their game, losers round 1 can play off stream. So yeah, let losers round 1 know they can play off stream, and then we'll do Poktamor versus Milky Power.
You want them to play now off stream?
Yeah, losers round 1 play off stream now. And then we'll get Milky Power here. Alright, and then I gotta connect to them. The call is looking good, so yeah, L1 will play off stream now. Let me see. Did you ping Poktamor and Milky to let them know to get on stream?
No, didn't do it. I will do it.
So we'll get Poktamor and Milky on stream, and then here, let me see if I can bring up the bracket without fucking everything I was doing up. So, fade to this. So this is the bracket we're looking at right now. So, yeah, it looks like Arto and Riven haven't quite completed their games yet. But whenever they do complete their game, they will do round 1 off stream, and then round 2 is going to end up being off stream too. So losers round 1 and 2 can play whenever they get their games. And then, yeah, we're going to do Milky and Poktamor right now. Back here. Milky says she's here. Alright, here we go. There's the IP. Milky Power is going to be on P1, Poktamor going to be on P2. Poktamor on the h-kouma. It looks like Milky Power on h-roa. I don't know about that. Milky said she was getting sick of playing f-reese and that she was thinking about doing f-kouma or f-something else. I don't remember. Alright, I'm synced up. I'm good to go whenever you are.
I would just wait a bit.
Okay.
Just need a few seconds.
But
yeah, it's okay now.
Alright, yeah, tell them they're good to go then. So yeah, Milky Power had said that she was getting a bit sick of playing f-reese. One second. Arto's asking a question. Alright. Fade back. So it looks like Milky Power is going to be on the h-roa, though. I guess that's the character she's decided she's going to start playing. Rather than the f-reese now, to give her something new to do. So we've got Poktamor here on the h-kouma, Milky Power on the h-roa. You got to be careful of those downward orbs. So h-roa doesn't have the same air unblockable, like, horizontal orbs that c-roa does. He has a, well, like, diagonal single shot orb that comes out, and it is still air unblockable. It covers some weird angles. h-roa players act like, oh, just punish the orb if I miss it. It's so easy. But really, like, it covers so much space, and the recovery on it isn't really so big enough that it's, like, such easy to punish. It is punishable, but it's not easy to punish. And then fighting h-roa is difficult because he's a character that plays a very, very unique game to him. It's kind of like fighting against c-eur. Like, you can be a good, like, player on a fundamental level against like most traditional characters, but then when you have to play against c-eur, it's a completely different game that she requires you to play that is very unique to her, and it can be very difficult for a lot of people to wrap their head around. I feel like that's kind of how h-roa is as well, because h-roa controls the ground so hard. Like, a lot of characters control the ground with really, really good grounded normals, or like kind of footsies, if you will. But like then you play against h-roa and he just sokodoros, and it's like it's completely invincible. Most characters, even when they shield it, they can't punish it. It's plus on block if he gets the B version out. The A version is incredibly fast, and again, it's invincible. So it's like it's really, really hard to actually deal with Roa on the ground, and you have to play against him in a very different way than you have to fight a lot of other characters in this game. So he's a character that it can be hard for like people to wrap their head around the matchup on. But one downside to him is that like he does have that problem that many characters have, which is that he can't really get Oki and damage. He usually has to choose Oki or damage. He doesn't really get one or the other. And if he goes for damage, oftentimes his Oki is weak enough that it's not, I'm not gonna say trivial, but not very hard to get away from him. So that's kind of why the h-roa as a counter to Nero thing is a meme. Because it's like, okay, yes, h-roa can fuck with Nero in neutral, but h-roa's gotta hit Nero like 7 or 8 times to kill him, let alone if Nero heats. And then it's like, oh my god, and then Nero's just gonna hit you, put you in the corner once, and do his fucking, I'm Nero, time to 50-50 you with JBs and summons, and it's like, alright, cool game, let's go. So, everyone says like, oh, h-roa's a counter to Nero, but that's such a fucking meme. It's like, just because you beat him in neutral doesn't mean that it's like, you have countered him now, congratulations. It's still difficult for Roa, even once he's got Nero in there, just because of how tanky Roa is, and how much you have to give up as h-roa to get what you want a lot of time. But he does have, there we go, another reason it's kind of difficult to deal with is that ground and neutral I was talking about. He also stops a lot of people from running their kinds of game plans. Like, if I want to play c-eur, right, and I want to put a negative edge orb down, as long as h-roa has 100 meter, I can't do that for free, because he has c-ciel's myriad slashes. He can just come from anywhere and punish you for those. They are just as punishable as myriad slashes, so missing them is a problem for him, but he can do it. So, again, he's a very, very, like, interesting character that controls neutral in a very unique way that really no one else can. You have to deal with him extremely differently than a lot of characters, and this comes at the downside of he doesn't always have the highest damage, so he has a hard time finishing people off sometimes. But there we go, 2.5, 2.9, 3.3k, and then he gets, look, he gets, like, okay Oki, but oftentimes if you have to dash it in that deep for Oki, it's really not great Oki. It's like maybe being able to get a meaty that is contestable to an extent. But there we go, using Body Lightning to keep Roa off. That Body Lightning is extremely disjointed, and when you TK it, even on whiff, it has such a small amount of recovery that it's very, very, very difficult to punish. So playing with Body Lightning in a very, playing with the Body Lightning in a very defensive way is a really, really good way to, like, catch people out and make yourself difficult to approach even when you're not using Sokodoro. And if you're able to get an A Body Lightning and a counter hit, you can actually confirm off of it for a pretty good amount of damage. However, B Body Lightnings are more safe because they are more disjointed and they hit above. But there we go, getting a good shield on the kick, throwing him into the corner, 1.4k, coming in, again, really not very high damage. Gets him with the overhead, but he's doing basic stagger pressure in the mid-screen. There we go, gets it with a B Sokodoro because Kouma tries to bunker out, ends up not working out for him, but there we go, uses no EX Lightning, trying to catch Kouma coming down, but Kouma stalls his air movement, comes up over the top of the Lightning, and then Roa throwing Kouma in the corner. Kouma is in heat right now, so if he takes a hit, he will be able to burst out, but no, he's going to use that last bit of meter to use the super armor move. There we go, chasing Roa's back, chasing Roa's retreat with his Rekka, bringing Roa all the way down to the corner. Roa waking up and shielding. One more hit's going to kill Roa, and he's not going to be able to go into heat this game, so he's not going to get any HP regeneration. Next hit really is going to take Roa out, and then yeah, Roa jumping backwards, trying to get a hit on Poktamor, but while h-kouma doesn't have the same amazing anti-air that, like, f-kouma does, it is still a button that lowers his hitbox and lowers his hurtbox and puts a hitbox upward. So if you don't have a really, really good air to ground, or a disjointed air to ground, it doesn't have to be a crazy good air to ground. If your air to ground isn't disjointed, it can be very difficult to jump in on h-kouma, even though it's not as good as f-kouma. So there we go. h-kouma right there, getting a counter hit on Milky, putting her in the corner right there. Milky tries to bunker out, but there we go. Gets a counter hit, spends the meter to do a little bit of extra damage, and there, oh no, ends up getting shielded after Milky, after he tries to bait something on Wake Up, and then I don't even really process what happened there. I was thinking about something else. I had like tits on my mind or something, and I got like distracted.
Using gameplay, what you can do.
But anyway, there we go. Roa stuck in the corner right now, taking some stagger dip. No, he's gonna jump out. Kouma chasing him really hard though. He's not able to get anywhere. Kouma trying not to give Milky any room to get any space to start using Sokodoro. He's like, no. I'm not gonna give you the chance to start running that game. But no, Milky wakes up, throws him in the corner. The speedy tech, wake up throw, brings him in the corner. I-80's over the top. There we go. Kouma bunkering out though. It is H, so he's gonna get a hard knockdown bunker. Milky with the DP on Wake Up, and it doesn't work. Poktamor playing very patiently, waits for it, and the DP comes out. Milky probably thinking, alright, I just threw him on Wake Up. He's probably gonna try to meet me or something. And no, he's like, yeah, throw me on Wake Up again. You think I care? I guess such a like massive health advantage. What's one throw gonna do? Poktamor willing to take the throw, and it puts him in an advantage position to punish Milky for it. Here we go. Throwing Milky back into the corner right now. She's gonna be taking some stagger pressure, but no, he looks like he's going for a command grab, and because Milky got hit by the first hit, it throws the tick throw timing off. He misses the tick throw, and then Milky can push him in the corner using an A Sokodoro though, so that is punishable. Puts her on the wrong side, and then she puts herself in the corner. Poktamor punishing that, heating out, chasing over the top of Poktamor. There we go. Backdashing away to avoid his hit, but no, Poktamor eyeing right over the top of Roa's. Looks like a sweep or some kind of low poke. Gonna put him in the corner. Is it gonna kill? Yeah, that is gonna end up killing.
No, Milky Power is out. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
He did a good job of staying really aggressive on her, not really letting her get back to the place to start abusing the B Sokodoros. Because even if you do jump them, there's still a very small window where you can punish them. It's difficult to punish. So just by staying as close as he is and staying as aggressive as he is, he's making it very difficult for her to ever use what's making h-roa in the first place. So that's well played on his part. Okay, so there we go. So now we'll do Gwyn versus Arto on stream, and losers round 2 can play off stream. So we'll get Gwyn here, 0 that, and then 0 that. And then... Okay, cool. So I've got that set up on the stream. Right, I need to go back to... I need to remember to keep the ambient music set up. Alright, so there we go. Arto's got his IP up. You might want to spell out losers round 2 in the future, because I know what you mean, but there are some people that might not fully get it.
Same.
They might just see L2 and they'll be like, wait, am I L2?
I'm sure I always was writing losers. Just today I decided to write L.
I see. Yeah, no problem. I mean, if people get it, it doesn't matter. But it's just like the paranoid side of me imagines going, okay, L2 off stream, and then people like just don't play the losers 2, and I'm like, what the fuck? I said L2, and they're like, oh, that's us, and I'm like, oh my, yeah, that's you. Like, just like the paranoid side of myself always feels like if I'm not like very, very, what's the word I'm looking for? Like exact about what I want, people aren't gonna get it. I don't trust people.
Yeah, but it's Arto and
Let me see. I wonder if I can fuck with this while I'm in. Oh shit, I can't. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I don't have Twitch open. I just have a chat dock open. I was seeing if I could fuck with the chat from here, but I can't. Nice.
Even Gwyn and Arto started the game.
Did they? I'm not even in yet. I like. It's just saying game hasn't started yet. I can't spectate. So I don't even think Gwyn is connected to him.
Maybe Gwyn is taking like a case or something.
Maybe. They do get like a 5-minute, I do get like a 5-minute grace period before I end up moving on. So like how long has it been? Like 2 minutes or something? We'll give him like 3 more minutes. And if he doesn't connect, then we can, like, try pinging him again. I don't know. But yeah, if he doesn't connect in like 3 minutes, we just pass and give Arto the win.
And I feel like I should play more of Melty. I really try to play that f-sion. It's really fucking fun. I never cannot get myself to actually force myself to play versus other people.
Yeah, she's fun. That's how I am with Melty too. It takes me a while to like get myself motivated to actually play, but then once I do, I end up playing for like 3 hours.
And it's so hard when you have other games to play. When you start reading, you read, it's like 8-hour pass. You're like, yeah, man, it's so fucking cool.
Yeah, the like, Arto is cool. I like it.
This is fucking insane.
Yeah. Has Gwyn still not connected to Arto? Mine's just not connecting, and I thought like maybe I had a fucked up IP or something, but.
Nah, they are not playing now. We're still waiting for them. I mean, how much time we wanna give to
just
Gwyn
5
actually?
minutes. Just 5 minutes. So we'll give him like another 2 minutes, and if he doesn't connect, then we just give Arto the win, and Gwyn goes to loser bracket.
Because
we can't sit here forever and wait for another game. I mean, if we had like a losers game up, I guess we could watch one of those, but I already told losers round 2 to start, so I'm not gonna do that. I mean, I guess I could jump into a losers round 2 game while it's running fast, but I mean...
Hey Arto, I guess you're right. I should play c-nero. I should go, leave my fucking humanity and pride, put it into fucking math, play c-nero. Like, no joke.
Play h-ciel. Don't play h-ciel.
Play h-ciel? Interesting.
Don't play h-ciel. That character is dumb for big
Yeah, man.
idiots.
Alex gonna hate me if I gonna pick c-ciel ever. He said, he even deleted me from us Steam fucking friends when I said I wanna play c-ciel. And he was like, man, I'm deleting you from friendlies today. And I'm like, oh, cool. I think God already fucking loved me when I played f-ryougi. I think that's like the mutilation point when I was playing for like few months actually.
We'll give Gwyn like 1 more minute.
Blessed you got.
I'm gonna put my timer up. 1 more minute. I think we've given him more than 5 minutes at this point, so I've been too gracious of a TO. As a TO, I need to be, you know, I need to be, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, stern but not unapproachable. Like, strict but not unapproachable. Because if you're too strict and you're a fucking asshole, you know, no one's gonna want to interact with you. But if you give too much leeway, then games end up taking 10 minutes between each one because you're trying to accommodate and make sure everyone gets their turn to blah 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 blah. But like so, and then things run like shit. So it's like I think we've given him too much time already. As a TO, I need to be strict without being unapproachable. So he gets 1 more minute. Well, 30 more seconds at this point. And if he's not in, he's going down to losers, and we're just going to the next game. We don't have time to sit around for 10 minutes and wait for him.
I have a weird feeling that Poktamor gonna win this tournament.
Maybe.
Or at least gonna be second. Like, this is my, like, the weird prediction, but I feel like it.
Maybe. Oh, Gwyn's got 10 more seconds. Is he gonna make it in time? Is he gonna...
Alex said at the start that Gwyn is playing in multiple tournaments right now.
Damn, what an overachiever. Alright, well, he's not here,
gamer.
and...
Oh!
No.
He's writing. A minute? Okay, I guess we can give it.
No, too late.
No? Too late. Okay. Never mind then.
It's too late. We gave him a minute like 3 times. Nothing personal, Gwyn, but too late. We gave you more than 5 minutes.
Okay.
So, round 2 losers will be off stream. Have round 2 losers played yet?
I don't know. They didn't say anything. I don't think any one of them post IP yet. Oh, outside of Iago. I think Iago only plays with Necro right now. They have like a connection problem. Let me call out the...
Okay, Riven and Dible just played, it looks like. So, if Riven and Dible just played, that means they're gonna have their scores updated soon, and then we'll do Milky Power versus whoever won that.
On stream right now?
Whoever won between Riven and Dible, yeah, we'll do Milky versus them on stream. Cause I don't want to do semifinals yet.
think Riven won. Me versus Riven 0-2.
Wait, so who won? That doesn't...
I think
I guess Riven.
won.
I guess Riven got the 2. That means.
Yeah. I think Riven won.
Man. Taking forever. All these people holding up my damn turn. Well, I guess I'm holding up my damn turn and by being too lenient and giving them more time than they need. But okay, tell Milky and Riven they're on stream, and then I'll set up the scoreboard again. Alright, that's set up. I need to get this set up. Matchmaking there. Alright, and there's the Riven IP, so now we're gonna try to connect to that. Wrong caster.
People mad. Peppo mad.
No, is someone mad?
Peppo mad.
I mean, it's whatever. And it's like, shit happens. Yeah. It's not like we ejected him from the whole tournament. He just went down a loser's bracket. Like, he still gets to play. It's just that we gave him more than 5 minutes, and it says on the rules page, alright? Because I wrote a rules page that apparently no one reads, because every time someone has some problem, I'm always like, it's literally on the rules page. Alright, so Riven's going to be on P1, Milky Power going to be on P2. So, you know, I wrote rules. People don't read my rules!
No rules. The winners only make the rules. Told you last time, man. But only winners make the rules. we don't count. We are just here.
Oh, that's the other character Milky said she was thinking about playing. F-ryougi. Yeah, don't play F-ryougi.
Same, we have
That character
f-ryougi
fucking
matchup.
sucks.
Jesus Christ.
F-ryougi sucks.
Okay.
You were like, let's avoid the Ryugi players this time, right? And now we've got fucking, like... Damn.
You know.
2 Ryugi? I'm good to go whenever you are. No, wait, it's still syncing.
Really? I'm good, actually.
Okay, now I'm good. So they're good to go whenever. Alright. So we're gonna have Milky Power versus Riven, both on the f-ryougi. The sick, high-intensity, high-honest character footsie multi-blood matchup.
Fucking mix-up machine.
Yeah, the mix-up machine.
Mix-up machine.
You've got like one unblockable, it's like unreactable. What are you gonna do? Unreactable. How are I gonna handle that?
Please, can you react to one frame?
Shit, right, which one was which? Okay, Milky is the purple one. Alright. So, Milky Power jumping in, putting Riven in the corner. Riven coming down with a JC, ends up hitting him, bringing him over. No, they both counter hit each other with the exact same normal fucking 5B, but there we go. Gets the counter hit in the air with JB. Milky putting Riven in the corner. Riven taking out of the top, and Milky trying to catch him, but not able to quite get him. Riven IDing out of the corner. Dude, this whole match is just them IDing at each other and pushing JB or JC. Getting the unblockable. Getting put into the corner, but Riven not respecting Milky, trying to do a really, really long unblockable. Flips over the top of Milky, putting himself in the corner, but then counter hitting, putting Milky in the corner. Milky teching out of the corner because neither of these people can get hard knockdowns, apparently, so they just keep flipping out of the corner after the other one hits it. But Milky coming in, landing a straight hit, converting that into Rekkas, and that's going to be just enough to take out Riven. So, first round going to end up on Milky Power right
describe whole fucking Euro population. f-ryougi. Ryougi players.
Throws him in the corner, but Ryugi, yeah, there we go. Ends up with a 2B, catches him on wake up. Riven and getting a knockdown, hard knockdown again. Coming over the top, double overhead, but ends up trying to jump out, blocks both of them, but getting brought back down to the corner, getting hit by, not even immediate, just like some stagger pressure on the ground immediately upon landing. There we go. Knocks Ryugi into, okay, no, yeah, they're both Ryugi. Riven knocks Milky into the corner, taking him up, bringing her back down, 4.1k damage. What's he gonna start pressure with? 2B, he hits Milky again. It's like watching both of them play the exact same thing. Like, knock down, do 2B, and oh, it hits them. Knock down, do 2B, oh, it hits them. Why are they both getting hit by the exact same thing the other one just did to them? But there we go, techs out, they both hit each other with like the same normal again, and there we go, Milky Power, what, just counters, gets a hit, but instead of confirming, goes into a counter. Milky in the corner taking some Rekka pressure right here, charge Rekka, Milky tries to jump out, and the 2A catches the jump out, so second round gonna end up going to Riven here. Alright, here we go. Round 3 starts, and which cards? Okay, that one's Milky. Milky ends up hitting Riven with an overhead, putting him in the corner, taking him up with a Rekka. How much damage is he gonna get? 4 point. Man, people always say f-ryougi's a low damage character, but she gets like 4k damage into an air throw ender, like as long as she converts into Rekka, or maybe EX Rekka. But like, how's that low damage? Either way, hits with the unblockable part of the ending card of the Rekka. Riven tries to use the Crescent Slash on the way down, ends up missing, puts himself back in the corner. Monkey flips over the top. Milky Drop Power tries to punish it, doesn't get the punish, but she does apply some stagger pressure mid-screen, which catches Ryougi out, so that first game gonna end up going to Milky Power. Alright, here we go. Second game, Milky Power, running right under Riven. Riven putting himself in the corner, backing up a little bit, trying to space these normals, but not able to get it. There we go, with the double overhead coming out of f-ryougi. Put him in the, Jesus Christ, 4.5k. Yeah, f-ryougi's a low damage character. Okay, Ryougi players. 5.3k damage, not a hard knockdown though, so Riven is going to flip out of the corner, going back into neutral. And that is going to catch Milky Power out, missing her normal in the air. Ryougi does notoriously have some of the worst air normals in the game for air to grounds. Not for air to airs, but for air to grounds, they're very, very bad. Because, you know, there's a lot of characters in this game who have normals that, like, their best air to ground is a normal that hits directly in front of them, but it's in the air. And then you've got Ryougi, which is a character who doesn't have any air to grounds that don't have a massively extended green hurt box below her before the red ever even comes out. And it makes it very, very difficult for her to actually hit people who can just push a button, like a low profiling button, and just go completely under it and then get her when she lands. It's actually a lot harder than it looks and sounds. So, like, you always hear Ryougi player bitching about her bad air normals, and it's like, yeah, we get it, your air normals are bad, whatever, kid. But if you actually try playing her for a while, her air normals really do just like fucking suck for air to grounding people.
Really fucking good normal. Like, the range on them is incredible.
No, the range is great. It's a great air to air, and it's great for like spacing if you're far enough away from somebody. But trying to aggress on someone with her air buttons are difficult if they have a good button to actually like knock you out of the air with it. But there we go. Milky Power getting 3.3k damage, bringing her over, hitting with the unblockable, bring him over to the corner, try to go for another unblockable, but Riven does jump. It goes over the top of Riven trying to poke her, and she is going to bring Riven up, take Riven back down, 3.6k, 3.8k, 4k damage, bringing her over into the corner, going into a blood heat right here. Is he going to try to go for a last arc? Maybe. No last arc, just arc drive. Wake up. It's basically a command grab, and it's just going to hit. He doesn't jump. It's like Kouma's blood heat arc drive as well. If you aren't already jumping when Kouma uses his blood heat command grab, you're going to get hit. It's a like 0 frame ass, 1 frame ass command grab. Like that's how Ryugi's blood heat is.
It's like 3 or 4k rough. It's incredible fucking damage.
So there we go. That's gonna be Riven versus Milky Power, and now let's do Gwyn versus Necrofon.
Can you update the website? I would just call them out.
Yeah, Milky Power won that. And then we'll do, yeah, Gwyn versus Necrofon.
I think we're gonna wait another 5 minutes.
If we have to wait another 5
minutes. If you're gonna do that, I'm just gonna go and take a bathroom break.
If he waits 5 minutes, he's gonna get... Okay, I'm gonna start the timer now. I'll start the timer now.
Right now?
No, I'll start it from when the fucking IP gets posted.
Right here. Right now. Right
you
here.
called them, Gwyn and Necrofon on stream. So, yeah, okay. So Necrofon adds Gwyn. Well, he's added Gwyn, so they're both... Like, at least Necrofon's here, so I'll start the timer now. 5 minutes goes by and no appearance. We're moving on. We're moving on. We're not waiting around. Alright, Gwyn's here.
Same. Here. Let's go.
Alright, trying to connect now. Your net sucks and fuck you, man. I don't even know if Poktamor's net is bad. I just think that he's far away from us because like I get a shit connection with Poktamor as well. All right, Necrofon.
I mean, I'm getting a shit connection too, and I have really fucking good team too.
Oh, okay, so maybe his net just sucks. Because I know I get a bad connection with a lot of the Eastern European people, but that doesn't mean their network is bad. Like Hale gets good connections with a lot of people, so I don't think like Hale's internet's bad, but I get shit connections with Hale just because he's Eastern Europe. So yeah.
Yeah, the old connection
I'm
for
synced up.
Poktamor was really fucking good. I don't know what happened. I think he moved on. He lives now in different place.
Yeah, you can let him know to go. I'm synced up. So it looks like
Okay.
we're gonna have Gwyn on the f-v.aki. Sad. I was hoping we'd see some c-eur, but I guess he's given up on c-eur. He's thrown her to the wayside.
He left the fucking Gibbons dojo.
He lost that trash. No. It's like when Eris says like, "Oh no, I've lost a follower," and he says, "I lost that trash." Like that's how Gwyn is with Aoko. People are like, "Oh, you don't play Aoko anymore?" He's like, "No, I got rid of that trash." Why would I feel bad about dropping trash? No, I'm kidding. But anyway, Trying to air dash backwards into Necrofon and immediately getting punished for it. Already down to about half health right here, so he's going to try to play a bit more carefully. But it's going to be hard because f-v.aki does have a bit of a hard time against people who can actually contest her when she jumps in the air. One of the most powerful things she can do is get above people and play with the fact that her normals hit on both sides. It doesn't really matter what side she lands on. She doesn't really need to aim her air normals. As long as she's within the vicinity of you, she can hit you with her JC. And as long as she's within the vicinity of you, Puffball will hit directly below on both sides as well. So it puts her at a disadvantage where she can fly around really, really fast, and she doesn't really need to aim. Just as long as she's near you, she can't hit you. Gets it with an overhead that's going to finish on round 1. But Ryougi has the, not advantage, but has the upside of playing against her that Ryougi does have normals that hit above her well. So if you get Aki low enough, you actually can snipe her out of the air. That's why a lot of times you'll see me like play, like in the Russian tournament, you saw me pick a c.vsion versus the f-aki, or the f-v.aki player. It's because f-v.aki players won't block, so you can just jump and do Rising JC at them with c.vsion, and they don't know what to do because they're like, when they play against someone who has normals that hit above, they have a hard time dealing with it. Ryougi can do that, but it looks like Gwyn's not really falling for it right now, putting her in the pit loop, unending pressure bullshit, and it doesn't look, oh great, she can't EX block because she's an H-moon character. I was gonna say, not EX blocking, so he's not, you know, preventing meter gain, he's not, like, reducing a bit of the damage coming out, but, you know, H-moon, he can't do that. And then Gwyn just comes over the top, gets him with the first overhead, and ends up finishing the round, so that first game gonna end up going to Gwyn.
And it's so funny, because he hits her, and literally deals like 5k to her, and then he got hit twice, it's fucking dead. He was like 11
It's kind of like,
HP.
Ryugi's also a pretty low health character. Not as low health as f-v.aki, but a relatively low health character, so f-v.aki is kind of like, she really doesn't need to hit Ryougi that many times either, so it's very, very, like, glass cannoning on both ends, I guess, I don't know. But here we go. Ryougi doesn't have the knife, though. Trying to go back in for it, but no, not able to get it. Running under Aki and able to get on the other side of her, but not punish the landing. She is F-moon, so she doesn't have any landing recovery. There we go. Gets out on f-v.aki, takes about a third of her health away. Shield, but not able to get Ryougi. Ryougi applying that stagger pressure. Going into an overhead Rekka, hitting her, and she's going to convert into this. There we go. Converting into the EX Rekka hit. 3.5k damage, 3.7k damage, 3.9k damage off of an overhead in the Rekka series. Goes in, counter hits, Gwyn, pushing buttons on Wake Up, goes for the overhead and the low. Throws Aki. One more hit's going to get her. Ooh, ends up backdashing the 5B they uses. Here we go. Now Aki coming in to show her own pressure. Aki does build meter very fast, so she is going to be able to go into Max right here. FRC something. Yeah, there we go. No, not FRC. Just straight up blood heating. He doesn't need to like that. The safe one. He's gonna go put himself in a position where he can lash out if he wants to. He's gonna send a message right now. All right. Jumping over the top with Puffball. Puffball's R save. Going in for another overhead. Catching with a third overhead, but not able to convert it into pits. Going in for a low, but he doesn't convert. Goes into a Puffball, but it doesn't matter. He cancels out. Well, doesn't cancel out the Puffball, but doesn't go for a second Puffball and ends up blowing Ryougi. So first round gonna end up going to Gwyn with the comeback after the commanding lead that Necrofon did have at the start. There we go, Necrofon jumping back, but Aki playing really, really aggressively, able to catch him out, counter hit him when he comes back down, but not convert off anything. Clashing would go through, and they side swap through each other. It's like watching a samurai, like, showdown. Not the game, but like two samurais, like, you know, showdown. They clash swords and fly past each other. Except for no one got hurt, and then Ryougi just rolls past. Anyway, Ryougi applying some stagger pressure in the mid-screen, got some big normals, pushing Aki in the corner, getting her knife back. That knife is plus, so he is able to grab it. Is he going to pick up the knife again? Yes, does pick up the knife, but Aki is able to mash out with a larger button, putting Aki back in the corner with a Crescent Slash, coming over the top, but not securing the ability to keep Aki in the corner with some pressure. So Aki going to put Ryougi in the corner now, going up the overhead Puffball, second Puffball. Ryougi tries to mash out. Aki lands on the right side of him, putting him out of the corner. Probably didn't think he was going to be out of the corner, but he was, and then converts that into a Puffball in the air, which is going to give him even more damage, so that's going to be, yeah, a fast game for Gwyn. Like I said, with f-v.aki, it's like, it's either over fast or it takes a while, and Aki has a bit of a hard time like getting that momentum again.
I'm not gonna lie, I was having like the slightest hope that Necro gonna win. He not gonna choke this time. Slight hope.
Alright, so let's do Milky versus Gwyn in losers, and then we'll go semis, finals, and then losers, finals.
Yeah, let's go. Milky versus
Gwyn. Milky Power versus Gwyn, set that up.
Yeah, man, and we still have a fucking Poktamor versus...
Yeah, Poktamor versus Arto
Arto
is going to be semifinals, so they're going to end up being first to...
This one is F2-3, if I'm not mistaken.
No, this is not first to 3, because this is... Wait. Yeah, this is not first to 3, because this is not losers finals.
Okay.
Alright, so we got the IP coming out from Gwyn. It's going to be Gwyn versus Milky Power. We're going to see who's on which side. I don't know what Milky's going to play. Okay, so Gwyn on player 1, Milky Power on P2. So I don't know who's going to play what, because Milky Power last tournament played Reese, and then she played the h-roa here, but didn't she play someone else as well? Yeah, f-ryougi, f-ryougi.
Yes,
So I don't know what
f-ryougi.
we're going to be seeing coming out of Milky Power. It could
Are we
be,
gonna see f-ryougi?
could be anything. Okay, so it looks like Milky Power is going to be picking the f-ryougi. The f-ryougi versus the f-v.aki. I'm good to go whenever you are.
I'm good too.
Alright, cool. So let him know, and then we'll get rolling. So yeah, now we're going to see how Milky Power ends up handling this. We're going to see if she's able to successfully capitalize on the fact she's got those normals that hit above her, and if she's going to be able to bring the Ryugi down, or not the Ryugi, the f-yaki down. Let's see if she's going to be able to swap this fly. That's what fucking f-yaki is just an annoying fly that does a shit ton of damage. There we go, dashing over the top of those fire pillars. Those fire pillars are hard to get over because, oh, there we go. Getting a counter hit on Ryugi, bringing her up, taking her back down. 2.5k damage. The rest of the puffball didn't connect, but she is able to catch the backdash coming out of Milky Power. The pillars are hard to go over because they are just slightly above single jump height, which means in order to get over those pillars, you need to be double jump height. So when Aki does those pillars, if you want to jump over them to try to punish her out of the corner, for example, you can't just single jump over them. You need to do a jump and then a second and then a like double jump IAD to actually clear them. And you saw that Milky Power had the perfect height to do that a second ago and ended up punishing Aki. And he's carrying that momentum now, bringing Aki back down to the corner, but no, ends up missing his hit. A lot of recovery on Ryugi's buttons. Ryugi does have bigger buttons than most characters, but the downside of having big buttons is you do run the consequence that you have bigger recovery times, and that recovery time ended up getting her punished right there. Aki coming back over the side, not failing to capitalize on the opening she has, and she's able to take the game, snatch it from the jaws of victory. What is the jaws of defeat? I don't know the saying, but she's able to snatch victory away from Milky Power. There we go, landing on the other side of Milky Power. The big recovery on the moves coming into play again, putting Milky in the corner. Milky shields through the pillars as a dangerous thing to do, but it did end up working out for her. Although she does miss another normal coming down on Aki, and Aki able to punish her. Every time Milky Power's been whipping a normal, Aki's been really good at being close enough to actually punish these normals, and making it really, really difficult for her. There we go. Ryugi tries to dash it on top of her, comes in under her, but Aki again doesn't have any landing recovery, and Ryugi does have longer startup on her normals and more recovery than normal, so it's difficult, especially on f-ryougi, who has the slower 2A than most characters, so it's hard for you to run in under a character like Aki and then push a button to hit her. But there we go, ends up confirming, not to a lot of damage, but it is going to confirm her into the corner, goes for an unblockable, hits her up, bringing it back down, backdashes over the top for getting him with another unblockable, waiting to see if he would tech out, but no, does a neutral tech, so Milky's not able to get a huge confirm off it. Another unblockable, that's 3. How many unblockables is Gwyn going to let Milky hit her with right here? Milky being brought back down, 3.8k damage, and getting hit by the pillar. This is going to turn into pit loops. Will it be enough to kill though? 5.2k, 5.7k, 5.8k, 6k, 6.2k, 6.3k, Jesus Christ. Gwyn needs to be put on Sat's list because he's the only other fucking Aki I've ever seen that can do pit loops. And that's going to be another pit loop right after missing the shield, and that's going to be the end. Man, it's really funny that when you see f-v.aki players, they always say things like, oh man, I got X good at like doing the pit loop, and then whenever they do that, Sat always shows up and he's like, alright, you're another f-v.aki from my list, and everyone's like, oh no, Sat's list. Like, it's his manifesto. Like, the day when Sat snaps, he's going to go for the f-v.aki players first. 5.1k damage, bringing Ryugi up, taking her back down, but Ryugi is able to get a 2B hit on her, but no, f-yaki being in max is able to burst it out. Ryugi not baiting the burst, getting brought back down into the corner, and Ryugi isn't going to be able to go into max, so one more hit's going to get him. Right here, there we go, getting a good shield in the air to counteract Aki trying to apply some air pressure, but not able to get it. There we go, hitting Aki out of the air again, 2.8k damage. How many more of these can you get? No, Ryugi misses the normal again, and f-yaki runs up to his 5A, 5B. It's kind of insane. Normally, I've seen Gwyn do that a lot, actually. Normally, the way you catch backdashes on characters is 5A 2C or 2A 2C. But it looks like f-v.aki's actually got a good enough 5B that if she does 5A 5B, she's able to catch backdashes. Because every time I've seen Gwyn run up and start pressure on someone, he's always done 5A 5B. And then he starts running into strings. And that's a good string for you to be able to do it on F-boom characters, because they can't rebeat through their B button. So you can go 5B 2B, but you can't go 2B 5B, you know? So the fact that that catches backdashes as well gives him a lot of freedom in his strings, while also being really, really, really good at catching backdash. So it's just another way that Aki has to lock people down and just make it impossible for them to play the game once she's gotten in on them. So difficult character to deal with. But yeah, no, Milky's going to end up getting knocked out right there because that is losers. And now we're going to go to Poktamor versus Arto. So yeah, ping Poktamor versus Arto. I'll get the stream set up.
Already done.
Okay, cool. We're going to get Poktamor versus Arto. And this is going to be first to 3 because it's the winners finals. Poktamor and Arto notoriously have like really bad connection with each other, so I hope you're ready for some like Wi-Fi looking ass melty blood.
And do we gonna get a coin flip like first fucking try?
Oh yeah, like that one tournament with like Shizune where like his internet ended up shitting itself and we had to like coin flip the finals.
Yes.
Alright, so Arto gonna be on player 1, Poktamor gonna be on player 2. This is winners finals. Alright. Cool. I'm in. Alright. I'm not synced yet, but I am in.
I'm waiting for a selector. And I wonder what Arto gonna play.
Alright, I'm synced up now. Yeah, last time Arto fought Poktamor, he did the F-tono, right? But in that same tournament, he also played F-sat and C-sat. I don't remember if he played H-sat, but he definitely played F-sat
like,
and C-sat.
All Satsuki.
He does, yeah, he does have knowledge of all the Satsukis, and I know that he originally was a h-ciel player. But it looks like Arto's going to be going for the c-necomech versus Poktamor's h-kouma, which is... It's kind of funny. c-necomech is as someone who plays Aoko, my perspective on things is usually from Aoko, but c-necomech is funny, actually kind of a hard matchup for Aoko, because she doesn't really have any, you know, like projectiles other than the cat, but the cat's a really, really strong projectile because it travels high enough to kill both ground level and TK'd orbs, as well as being able to be used on reaction to stop negative edge sword sets, and it kills EX orbs, which normally can't be killed by anything except player hitboxes. But the cat has a player hitbox, or a player collision box on it, so it can be used to kill orbs. Anyway, this isn't Aoko though, this is Kouma. And the big thing to keep in mind though is that when Arto fires the cat is air unblockable. That is the main thing to take away from what I'm bitching about though, the cat is air unblockable. So it is really, really good at catching people jumping, unlike a lot of times you'll see someone about to throw a fireball, so you jump and then block through the arc, hoping that this will get you through. But you can't do that against Mech. Against Mech, if she chooses the cat and you try to jump and block through the arc, you will just take the cat and eat shit. So you have to be very, very careful about that. But Poktamor are able to keep his pressure up, keep him in the corner, not really give Arto a chance to use the cat in that manner. Jumping up, getting a really, really close to the ground air throw, bringing him up, putting him back down. Gonna start some basic stagger pressure. No, not even stagger pressure. A tick throw into a command grab. Arto tries to dodge out, but no, he gets command grab, dodges out a second time though. Poktamor, you won't be that dumb to do it again, but no, he did do it again, and ooh, looks like because it worked, he's not a dumb idiot now, is he? But ends up putting Arto back in the corner, applying some stagger pressure, getting a counter hit, not a lot of damage, but this Kouma stagger pressure is coming out, doing a lot of work. And there we go, Arto able to sweep out with the beam sword and throw Kouma back towards the corner, using cat eyes to soften, he jumps, and there we go, catches Poktamor trying to jump out with the air unblockable cat, knocks the cat up in the air, gets a counter hit, bringing it back down, 2.4k, not a lot, but he does have the cat going for the door, but it is gonna end up eating the super armor. The super armor doesn't go away after an X amount of hit. It goes away after a certain amount of time. So he's able to see that Oki, and he's going to go, all right, you know, that Oki isn't going to be airtight. I'm going to have to take that, but it gives me enough time to, you know, power up my super armor and fly through it. So ends up going through that, ends up working out for him, trades with Arto, successfully wins the match. Arto coming down with a counter hit, coming over the top with the head with the hammer on the overhead, bringing him up, ends up missing the combo, but 3.5k damage is, you know, still pretty good coming out. Tries to throw the cat at him, but Arto, no, just fires in, Rekka's in, uses EX to extend that Rekka to put him in the corner, 3.4k damage, 3.6k damage, going in, applying some stagger pressure, no, meaties him, and then, of course, tried to go for a, it looked like he was just staggering, and they didn't end up connecting, but there we go, the kick comes in, kick is plus on block, and Arto tries to come out, ends up getting counter hit, which means Arto probably tried to mash at some point. Arto trying to jump out, not able to get it, but he will counter hit Kouma when he air techs out of whatever's Kouma dropping. Putting Kouma down in the corner right now, 2.7k, using cat eyes to force Kouma to jump, and then counter hitting Kouma in the air when he feels like he needs to do something. Arto now applying some stagger pressure with Mech, going in with the rocket cat, but no, Poktamor is going to bunker out, being an H-wing, he will get a hard knockdown. Cat eyes hitting Poktamor out of the air, but not able to punish Arto when he misses the air throw coming down. Arto. Mech's arc drive is considered to be one of the better arc drives in the game because it hits high, it's extremely safe, it's like plus 100 something I think, it's very safe, doesn't really have any counterplay, and when you use it you can basically just steal a free turn. It's like, you know, a lot of people talk about like neutral skips in Melty Blood, quote unquote neutral skips, but Mech's arc drive is one of the few moves that you could argue is a neutral skip because it can be used almost anywhere, there's no real direct answer to it, and it's so active that you're gonna be blocking it in some regard. And there we go, Poktamor coming out with a really, really nice comeback. He was put in the corner, taking a lot of stagger pressure all the way across the mid-screen from Arto, and then Arto has to end up backing off, and he gives Arto just a little, or he gives Poktamor just a little bit of room, and Poktamor slides in, gets him with a single command grab, and that's the life when you're fighting Kouma. Using the cat eyes to keep Poktamor in the corner, going in for some stagger pressure, cat missile to reset it, but no, goes in for a throw, a little bit 2+, and Poktamor throws him in the corner, cashes his tech out, but not able to finish the combo, so Arto is going to back out, putting his back into the other corner though, missing the hit on the cat, end up punishing Poktamor for trying to come out on the back end of him, hitting with the overhead, the second cat comes down, Poktamor blocking it, goes for a Rekka, but no, ends up getting thrown up by Arto. Arto coming with the cat Oki, but no, there we go, comes in with the super armor, but Arto, I know how to deal with that this time, he throws him instead of trying to rely on the cat, counter hits Poktamor out of the air, but he's not going to get too much off it. Using cat eyes to stop jumps, playing back a little bit, trying to use the cat to get him with an anti-air, but no, not in. It doesn't end up hitting him, but Poktamor overshoots his target, ends up missing. That's going to give Arto a chance to punish. However, it's not a big punish, and Poktamor ends up turning the tides. However, though, Arto returns the tides himself in the scramble, putting Poktamor in the corner using his barrier. Poktamor air shields, but Arto not going to end up getting hit by it. Air unblockable cat hits Poktamor. One more hit's going to do him, and a second air unblockable cat. A second air unblockable cat comes down, knocks Poktamor in the corner, and that's going to finish off the round right there. So here we go. Final part of this round. There we go. Lightning hands coming out to try to catch Poktamor jumping in. Poktamor right now is under the effect of super armor, so you don't want to mash. Super armor has worn off now, so Arto is fine to mash out if he wants to. Ends up missing the command grab, but it doesn't really matter. Arto doesn't punish and tries to jump out. Kouma ends up catching that, throwing him back down to the corner, but he really doesn't get a lot of damage out of this. Arto going into an early heat and getting a lot of that health back. There we go. With the arc drive, this is going to be a lot of damage too, because when it does hit, 4.5k damage, full free basically. Cat Eye's coming out, stopping Arto Poktamor from jumping out, but Poktamor still finds his way to get to the top of the screen and drop down on top of Arto, and Arto ends up getting hit. Kick comes in, that kick is plus. Arto tries to jump out, and Poktamor catches it, but he's not able to get a huge confirm. Doesn't matter, though. In the scramble, when Arto comes back down, Poktamor ends up catching a hit. Drops the combo, though, and then Arto capitalizes on that combo drop and brings Poktamor over to the other corner, counter-hitting Poktamor again after another combo drop, 2.3k damage. One more hit's probably going to kill Poktamor. Going for an EX Cat, jumping up in the air, hitting Poktamor up, but not going to finish him. One more hit's going to do it, and both characters trade with each other when Arto comes back down with an overhead hammer swing, and that's going to be second game going to Arto. So here we go, 1-1 score, Arto on the c-mech with Poktamor on the h-kouma. There we go, Arto counter-hitting h-kouma, bringing him up, taking him back down to the corner, 2.5k, not a lot, but he will get some Oki off of that. There we go, hits him with a 2B, uses the Rocket Cat, ends up teching out, but when Kouma techs out, Arto ends up catching that, trying to catch Poktamor jumping out of the air, and he's doing a pretty good job of keeping Kouma up there. Kouma really can't find his opening, but there we go, Kouma gets an anti-air in the mid-screen, going for some mid-screen stagger pressure. Arto backdashes, but it puts him in the corner because of the backdash, and when he tries to retaliate, Kouma puts him in the corner with an in-bull command grab. A second command grab comes out. How much is he going to respect? Air dashing over the top, catching Arto trying to jump down, and Arto puts himself back in the mid-screen, comes out with another overhead, counter hits Poktamor again. Poktamor trying to like counter hit these anti-air, these overheads, but he's having a really hard time with it because again, h-kouma's anti-air isn't as good as f-kouma's, and there is no real like head invulnerability in Melty Blood. So when you have a good move like the charge hammer that Mech is using, it's very difficult to actually contest that as h-kouma if you want to push buttons against it. But there we go, Arto going into heat. The heat clashes with, gives him the invincibility to go through Poktamor's super armor blast, which gives him the iframes, and he uses the recovery after the heat, where Arto is still going to be waiting for the recovery of his super armor to wear off, and he throws Poktamor in the corner, throws Kouma into the corner, and that gives Mech enough time to kill Kouma. So the first game going to end up going to Mech. Mech putting Kouma in the corner right now. Kouma jumping out of the corner, though, hitting him in the mid-screen. We're going to get a mid-screen combo coming out of Kouma right here, bringing Mech up, taking Mech back down, 4.7k damage. Mech techs, Kouma catches it, but he's not able to get it confirmed, but it doesn't matter. Mech tries to dodge through Kouma, and Koma's ready for it. Catches her with a command grab, goes into the corner with some basic stagger pressure, and ends up counter-hitting her. Really fast game going to Poktamor right there. Everything went right for him. He got the counter hit in the air, dropped him, catches the ground tech, puts him in the corner, finishes off with a command grab, some textbook Kouma coming out, but oh no, gets counter hit out of the air right now, and Mech gonna capitalize off this. Dropping the combo, but Kouma is in the air. Mech does have good buzz to hit above her, so she is gonna be able to capitalize, but not as much as she would like, as Kouma does counter hit her and bring her down, start putting her into the corner. Kouma going for some corner pressure, but no. Tries to go over the top, thinking Mech will respect. She does not respect it, walks under and puts a cat up to protect her space, and now they're both back in the mid-screen playing that neutral game. Kouma's put himself back into the corner and shielded twice, ended up missing, but Mech not able to punish, using lightning hands to keep Kouma in the corner. Kouma jumping up, air dashing over the top, but Mech not able to catch it. He lands backdashes. Mech gets anti-aired by Kouma. Kouma putting Mech into the corner, bringing her up, taking her back down. No, not gonna take her back down. Drops the combo, but he catches Mech backdashing. Kouma doing a really good job of chasing all of these back techs, all these forward techs, catching all these backdashes. You're seeing that Arto's having a really hard time using any movement-based defensive option. When Arto tends to use his defensive options like shielding and bunkering and reversing, he's tending to get out relatively scot-free. With heats, when all these movement-based defensive options he's using, backdashes, dodges, jump outs, he's having a really hard time getting out. Poktamor's doing a great job of like covering those options, specifically not really going into play super hyper aggressive on Mech and like stop Mech from ever moving in the first place, but rather aiming to catch those defensive options, making Mech want to squirm, because you know you have to squirm versus Kouma, so he does that command grab, and then when you do squirm, that's what he's aiming for, and he's catching those. Ends up catching another backdash coming out of Mech. Mech trying to reposition himself, not able to get it, so that second game gonna end up going to Poktamor. I swear to God, if they end, I've told them in winners finals, it's goddamn first to three. It's goddamn first to three. Wait, I'm in? Wait, can I just forfeit now? Why does he want to forfeit?
Oh, he taking the mental win, man.
Alright, okay. So I guess Poktamor has decided that he doesn't want to play anymore. I guess he said he's feeling sick, so I guess Arto wins, despite the fact that Poktamor took those first 2 rounds. What a wild ride. What a wild ride. Arto must be using some dark arts or something. Catching. So here we go. So Poktamor got 2 wins, but I think that because Arto gets the win anyway, he's got about 9,000 wins. Let's add that to the bracket. Alright, well, whatever. Anticlimactic, but, you know, what a twist.
Hey, man.
And if Poktamor says he's done, then that means Gwyn wins as well. Okay, cool. I'm glad that all of these tournaments I've hosted for the last, like, 2 weeks always get up to, like, the semifinals and, like, very end, and then one of the people is just like, you know, I don't think I want to play anymore.
I think they want to still play one more game.
Do they?
I think so.
I already gave... I think I can revert it, because I am tournament organizer.
I mean, of course you can remove it.
Okay. They're not gonna play. So Poktamor bailed out. He said he's feeling sick. His tummy hurts. He ate too many Flintstones vitamin gummies when he tried to stay healthy this morning.
I
And
understand he don't
backfired.
play with Gwyn now too, because he feeling sick.
Well,
So
yeah,
he
yeah.
not
Like I
playing
said, he
with
had too
Gwyn.
many Flintstones gummies for breakfast, and now he feels sick. Like the package says to only eat one, but he's like, oh, but they look like gummy bears. They're so tasty. And he couldn't help himself. So now he's feeling sick, and that's what you get. That's why you don't eat too many Flintstones gummies. It's like, you'd think an adult would figure that out, but I guess not. It's whatever, man. I guess we all make mistakes. But yeah, he ate too many gummies, and now his tummy hurts. So it's gonna be Arto versus Gwyn.
Yeah, I picked them already. Oh, damn. I don't wanna just give up the win. The Gwyn? Man.
I swear to God, if he fucking does that. If Arto leaves, I'm not doing a multi-blood tournament next week. I'm fucking doing some other dumb shit game that no one cares about.
They're fighting Angel tournament again?
And then only I'm gonna
I
play
was
in it.
waiting for that. I'm sure Mav would play it. I could play it. Speedy will be fucking sleeping like always. He always say, I wanna play, and then he fucking dodge it.
Do Alpha 3 tournament? No, I'm not gonna do an Alpha 3 tournament. Like I said, I'm gonna do some tournament that no one gives a shit about. Alright, and this is gonna be Grand Finals. Get rid of this.
So they're playing or they are
I mean,
not
Gwyn
playing?
posted an IP.
Wanna time out everyone and just let me win it? Maybe I will be the winner after all.
Let me catch this. Control C. Alright, not in game yet. Can't spectate. Yeah.
I don't know. Man, Arto, just choose character you wanna play. It's like whatever what you're gonna play. I don't care. I'm sure Gwyn don't care too.
So are they? Oh, so I mean, did you ping them, right? Arto versus Gwyn. Yeah. All right, you pinged them.
Yeah.
All right, they're in. So it's gonna be Arto versus Gwyn. Arto on the winner side, Gwyn on the loser side, and it's gonna be grand finals with Arto on P1, Gwyn on P2. Okay.
I'm good.
I'm still connecting. I mean, so it's gonna have to sync up for a little bit.
Arto is on stream, so I guess I don't need to ping someone to say that we good. You good?
No, not yet. I'm still waiting on it.
We just
so.
wait a bit? Yeah.
Alright, I'm good now.
Yeah, we Gucci. We can play.
Alright, so
I'm
it
sure
looks
Arto
like
can.
Arto's gonna be on the h-miyako and Gwyn is gonna be on the f-vaki. Maybe he's trying to go for that like matchup unfamiliarity versus Gwyn. Because the only other h-miyako I've ever fought is Eika's h-miyako. And I know there's some like real sneaky things that she can do that I never really knew she could do because she can get away with them whereas like h-miyako or f-miyako can't. I'm used to playing f-miyako. There we go, already already. Jumping back over the top of f-vaki, putting her back down into the corner with some basic like jab pressure, but no, f-vaki able to get out, jumping over the top of Miyako, hitting her with the back of her JC, which like I said is like a cannonball, it just hits behind as long as you're in the general area. So Miyako has to take some of this pressure, getting hit with the pit, but no, that's a missing. Arto dodges into Aki, but he's not able to get anything out of it. Jumping up over the top, and Gwyn ends up overshooting, coming under, and he gets himself crossed up by Miyako. Miyako going into heat, getting a lot of the health that she has H-Miyako, so she can do something dangerous right now. It doesn't really matter because the heat is basically free unless she gets hit in the air. There we go. Heat on the ground, he's going to tech out. He does tech out, but no, Arto ends up missing the tech on the ground, so that is going to give Gwyn the freedom to knock him back over into the corner, but Gwyn doesn't complete the confirm. So Arto going to jump up, crossing Gwyn up again, but Gwyn doing a good job of blocking it this time. Right now, playing in the mid-screen, keep in mind that Miyako does have a higher jump height than every other character in this game. So you're seeing a lot of this, and you're like, man, how is Arto able to get and stay above Gwyn so easily? But that's just because Miyako jumps higher than most characters. So it's a lot easier for him to jump up once and then have Gwyn respond to Arto's jump with a jump. And unlike a lot of times where f-vaki players could jump a second time and just puffball and now they're above you, Arto is able to do a good job of staying at the same height as him and working with him. Goes for a Miyako kick over the top and it ends up missing, but Gwyn doesn't punish it. Gwyn applying some stagger pressure, overhead puffball, gets shielded out by Arto though. Arto bringing him up, throwing him back down into the corner, 2.4k damage. Gwyn techs out, but not able to get punished by Arto. Arto going in with some stagger pressure overhead, doesn't end up getting it, and Gwyn jumps up, counterattacks, putting Arto in the corner now. Arto going for a DP, ends up missing, but it does put them both in the mid-screen now, and he doesn't get punished for it. getting a counter hit on the Gwyn's f-vaki right here. Gwyn going into max though, so he is going to be able to burst if he gets hit again. Tech's out of the corner, and Arto not able to catch it. Arto jumping up top, both of them missing. Fire pillar going under both of them. And Arto right here just trying to stay above Gwyn. You don't want to let Aki get above you. There we go. Counter hit on Aki, but she is able to burst out because she is in heat. Putting a high puff ball, but Gwyn, Arto skillfully avoids it, going to the other side, but it doesn't matter. Gwyn catches his landing, brings him over to the corner, dodges through Aki, and then coming back down over the top, jumping over Aki's buttons, coming back, and this is going to be enough to kill, and that is going to be enough to kill, as Aki is a relatively squishy character. So first,
not gonna lie, I feel like Miyako actually can win like air-to-air movement versus v.aki.
I mean, Miyako does have that advantage that she can jump higher, and she does have buttons that can cross up as well. So Aki can't really do the thing where she just like wants to get behind you and then like, haha, you can't really get me now. Like Miyako can still just go, no, I have JB, I can definitely still hit you. And because Miyako can actually like contest v.aki's height, she can. I'm not gonna say it's a good matchup for her because she is Miyako. Her normals are kind of trash, but she does have, you know, Miyako normals that are very active, and she does have the Miyako jump height that gives her the ability to kind of contest Aki if she goes up around the same time or before Aki even, which a lot of characters can't really keep up with. But here we go, Aki doing the basic pit loop stuff, coming over the top with an overhead. Miyako not able to block it, and he's going to knock him down, gets another pit when he gets hit to the ground. 4.7k. First game going to go to Gwyn. Fast game, like I said, with f-vaki. It's always either fast games or, and f-vaki comes out on top, or it's a relatively slow game, and then f-vaki has a bit of trouble getting her momentum. But here we go, f-vaki in the corner, able to dash out right now, and Miyako in hot pursuit, but not able to pursue fast enough. Gwyn right outside of his range, and he ends up getting counter hit when Miyako ends up missing a button. Gwyn putting Miyako down in the corner, Miyako DPing out, but Gwyn not able to punish it because he's a little too high using a puff ball, putting Miyako all the way in the other corner. Miyako mashes out though, checks those redashes, and now Miyako got that mid-screen pressure going. Tries to go for a big powered punch, but f-vaki not respecting it, checking the punch, knocking him out. Miyako gonna dodge through the fire pit, bringing f-vaki over down to the corner, but f-vaki jumping out back in the mid-screen on both characters now. F-vaki trying to put a pillar up, but no, Miyako chasing really hard in hot pursuit, but able to get her counter hit, her air throw, bringing her back down to the ground. 3k damage out of Miyako coming up, getting, there we go, like you said, like I said earlier, how like Aki wants to try to get behind you and jump up with her normals, but you can't really do that versus Miyako, because Miyako can throw that JB out to kind of zone you out and say, no, stop, don't come up behind me. Does end up hitting Miyako though on the way back down, so the second game is going to go to Gwyn. 1-1 right now, Arto on the h-miyako, Gwyn on the f-vaki. First early hit on the front coming out of f-vaki, bringing Arto down into the corner. 5k damage coming out of him. Fire pillar going for the mid-screen pressure, crosses him up, but no, the fire pillar goes in the wrong direction, and Arto's gonna get a full punish out of this. 3.2k damage, but Aki is able to jump out of the corner. Arto coming down on the top, getting Gwyn, like, you know, chipping him out of the air with these A buttons, but not getting any counter hits, so nothing he can like really confirm into, and tries to play footsies with f-vaki, but again, Miyako normals not really great for it. There we go, doing an air block string, putting Gwyn into the corner right now, getting with an overhead powered punch, going into heat at the same time. Gwyn not teching up, he does backdash and Arto catches it. Arto is still in heat, so if he takes a hit right now, he can go through. No, he ends up using his meter to try to go through a fire pillar. It doesn't end up working, so he does take the fire pillar, and now he's taking pit loops in the corner. Gets hit, and it pushes him out, but this is going to be the end of him. I think no, he ends up teching out of the top. One more hit's going to do either of these characters in. I thought the last hit was going to be in because of pit loops, but no, maybe not. There we go! Aki goes for a heat, and it ends up being in the air. Heat's a little too early. Arto sees the heat coming, just falls down, lets the combo drop, ends up passing under Aki, and then punishing the heat on landing. Good read coming out of Arto, so that first game going to end up going to Miyako. Catches Aki trying to jump up, and not able to get a big confirm off of it. There we go, jumping over Aki, hitting her with a button in the air, but not able to get another confirm off of it. Trying to kind of stay above her and catch her when she goes under him. And he's doing a good job of that with the JBs, but that one just barely out of range, and Aki's fast. She slides in, gets 3.3k damage, has the health advantage. She's sitting pretty right where she wants to be right now. Now she doesn't have to play too aggressively. She can just kind of try to keep Miyako out, because she doesn't have to worry about Miyako running out that health advantage. She can try to take more safe engagements. She wants to do puffball right there. Puffball bringing Miyako down, putting Miyako into the corner. Miyako jumping over those fire pillars, but Aki not really in any dangerous position except for Miyako coming in hot pursuit right here. Ends up getting him, chipping him down a couple of times, and now Aki with the health advantage that he wants anymore. 50 seconds left, and he's going to be at less than half health. Miyako bringing him all the way back down to the corner, teching out, goes for an air throw, misses it, and Arto responds with his own air throw, catching that as extended hitboxes, does a shimmy to try to catch a throw break attempt, and it was there, but he did hold the shield with F-moon, punishes that holding shield attempt with a standing 5V though, and that second game is going to, or no, third game, going to end going to Arto on the h-miyako, catching him out for trying to push buttons on a wake up, you fool. Coming in with a pillar, but Arto barely coming out over the top. It tries to bunker the pillar, but it doesn't end up coming out, and he's going to get pit looped right here in the corner. Is this job just going to end 86 seconds, and Arto's already down to about only a third of his health. He's taking a lot of chip damage from these pillars, and being an H-moon character, he can't really EX block these to prevent the chip from coming out, and he's just going to, there we go, almost killed him, but no, Gwyn barely drops it, Miyako's tiny hitbox slides her out over the top, and counter hit, he's going to go into heat right now, and he's going to recover all of that red health that he's just missing. Big turnabout coming from Miyako. Now it's not one hit to kill Miyako, depending on how good the confirm is, it's going to take 2 hits to kill him. Right now Miyako in heat right now, so she gets hit, she can heat, but Gwyn missing the air throw on him, not able to go go into, not able to punish though. He actually misses the air throw. There we go, going for a Blood Heat, comes in over the top of him, but no, the Blood Heat doesn't last long enough to really get him anything out of it, but he does get the HP regeneration because f-moons do get full HP regeneration from going into heat. Miyako putting Aki down in the corner, getting with a hit, but not able to confirm off of it. Goes in for a big power punch, but ends up getting cut out on his recovery, coming over with the JB, not able to confirm off it, going for a stomp. Aki backdashes the stomp. Right now, Miyako has a slight health advantage, but both characters are high enough damage that one hit's gonna kill him. Counter hits Aki out of the air, misses the confirm, and during the recovery of the misconfirm, Aki's gonna bring him up and take him back down, and Aki is gonna end up finishing Miyako off after Miyako's failed combo attempt. So the first round ends up going to Gwyn right there. Both characters counter-hitting each other. Getting brought back down, though. Hitting Gwyn over the top of the head with another override, but not able to get too much off it. Ending his stream prematurely, and Gwyn mashing out a big long button out of it. Putting him in the corner with the pillar to kind of secure that Oki. Really, really good because it'll allow Aki to really, really safely secure pressure without having to worry about DP. So putting Arto in a position where he can't really use defensive options, even on Oki. He just had to take this, and then Aki's got that really, really safe pressure that keeps you locked in place from about half a screen away. Not really much you can do about that, outside of just blocking and waiting for it to run out. But there we go! Ends up bunkering, jumping out over the top, getting on the other side with another normal. He's got a lot of red health right now, so if he is able to go into heat, he's going to be able to recover a lot of that, but H-moons don't really have a way to build meter, and I don't know how good Miyako is at building meter herself, so whether he's going to go into heat or not is kind of up in the air. Ends up catching Aki, putting her down in the corner. Aki doesn't tech out, but she does jump out when Gwyn tries to, like, hoping she's respecting for a mix-up, but ends up disrespecting the mix-up attempt, coming right in under him. Counter hits him out of the air, but coming back down, ends up bunkering out, so he's not going to be able to go into heat this round. Is it going to be able to kill him? Yeah, Aki catches him on the ground during the scramble, brings him up, takes him back down with a puffball, and that's going to be enough to finish Arto off, so second or fourth game going to end up going to Gwyn right here on the f-v.aki. This is match point right now. If Arto wins this match, that is end of tourney, Arto's going to be winner, but if Gwyn wins it, it is going to reset the bracket, go to another first of 3 with these characters. Counter hits Aki, but not able to get too much off it, catching Aki, jump out, not able to get anything off it. Aki catching Miyako right here in the scramble, but not really able to bring anything out of it either. Not able to take her to the corner. Both characters just doing some chip damage to each other, but there we go. End up Miyako whipping a normal, trying to do some pressure, and Aki swiftly punishes it, bringing her over. There we go. Miyako DPing through a fire pillar, bringing Aki over to the corner. Aki teching up, but then catching Miyako with an air throw, not respecting any of this Oki. Miyako probably has a hard time getting Oki off of that air throw anyway, because it is ground techable, and it looks like he's having a hard time finding situations to counter it in. But there we go. Man, that 5B that v.aki has, it's like an ankle swipe, but it seems to catch everybody jumping and everybody backdashing. What is the hitbox on that button? It's gotta be fucking insane. It's been catching everyone all tournament, trying to jump out, trying to backdash out. It's not a C button. It's like a 2C. It's a 5B. But it's like fulfilling the role of a 2C really, really well. v.aki right there, counter hitting Miyako out of the air, taking her up, bringing her back down with a puffball, 4.5k damage, going in for a pillar, gonna start the pit loop right about here. Gonna bring Miyako down to about half health off of chip damage right there, but chip damage doesn't do red health, so, chip damage or special doesn't, but there we go, Miyako side swapping, coming in with the cross up on v.aki, bringing her over to the corner, going for a kick, 5k damage, 5.2k damage, 5.5k damage, oh, v.aki techs back into the corner, and Miyako tries to jump at him to start something, but no, Aki responds by jumping up, air throwing him back into the corner, and now Miyako's taking pressure in the screen after a full combo, cross up Miyako doesn't block in the right direction, and that's gonna be Gwyn coming in on top, so that's going to end up being a bracket reset right there. With Arto now, we don't need to put the L's next to the name. We can just do like that, and then I set this to Grand Finals reset. And it's going to go back to 0-0, bracket reset. Arto's still going to be on player 1, Gwyn's still going to be on player 2. We're going to see if Arto's going to swap to a different character, or if he wants to continue to play the matchup with these characters. One second, let me check the Discord, make sure anyone's doing whatever. Okay, everything looks fine.
h-kouma.
And it looks like Arto's going to be trying the h-kouma this time against the f-v.aki, seeing what he can get out of, seeing if maybe he can get any, mileage of the super armor, maybe. Jumping up using JB. Kouma's really a nice character. I don't know if the other Koumas can do it. I know f-kouma can do this, though. Where if you do a Rising JB with f-kouma, it basically acts as a Rising JA, because you can jump again before you land on the ground, so it actually doesn't have so much recovery that you were forced to land after using it. I don't know if h-kouma can do that as well, but maybe he's trying to use that to get the extra range to Rising button Aki. But right now, here we go. Checking Aki's dashing, going over for left-right. Gwyn ends up shielding it, bringing him up, taking it back down. It's not going to be enough to kill, it doesn't look like. Puffball does a lot of damage, but not in that situation. Being put in the corner, forced to take a pit loop right here, down to 0 health, literally 0 health right now. Anything is going to kill him. And then jumps up, gets jabbed with the JA from Aki, pokes him with the ends of her fingers. That's going to take h-kouma down. First round, going to end up going to f-v.aki. Here we go, jumping up, backing, dashing away from Kouma. Kouma just trying to, like, super jump at her and block through his arcs, trying to catch her out in a safe manner. But here we go, goes into heat. He's not going to be getting any held back, but he is put in a position right now where if he does get hit, he will be able to burst out of it. Catching Aki, doesn't end up confirming it, but Aki tries to mash out in the middle of the combo, so he does end up getting a little bit more damage out of it. Aki down to about half health, and Kouma is still at full health right now, but he is in the corner, going to be taking some more pit loop. That's going to be doing a lot of chip damage. And that's the thing about Aki. It's like blocking Hyde when he's got Vorpal and Eunice. Like, it just doesn't feel good. Even when you're, like, even when you're blocking her, she's just still doing damage. The amount of chips she can do is insane. But there we go. Kouma getting a lot of damage out to the point where one more hit's probably going to kill unless Aki goes into blood here. FRC something right here. Going down, throwing the pit loops down, catching Kouma in the air throw. What's he going to do? Is he going to go for a heat? Maybe he's going to try to... There we go. There's the FRC and something goes for an overhead. Aki back down to about... back up to 50% HP, and Kouma being brought down to 50% HP off of almost chip damage alone in this matchup. He hasn't really been hit much, but he's been taking a lot of chip from f-vaki, putting himself back in the corner. He's just trying to land those air counter hits. f-vaki goes for an air throw, misses it, and Koma's not in position to punish it fully. Aki mashing out of the corner, putting Kouma back to the mid-screen. No one really hitting each other right now. Both players playing very safely, respecting each other's pressure, and only mashing out at the places where it's quite obvious they can, but because of that, the person on offense isn't really getting caught out by it. There we go. Kouma eyeing over Aki's button. She's trying to push at him. Ends up catching her out of the air for another counter hit. Misses the sweep, but then Aki ends up waking up, shielding on wake up. Kouma was able to get a lot of damage out of it. Avoids the pup while using the items of the command grab. Jumps up, misses his normal, and Aki's going to punish that landing. Not going to be enough to kill, though. One more hit is going to kill either of these players. Kouma back down to 0 HP off of pit loops, and yeah, he tries to jump out thinking Aki's going to reset. Aki doesn't go for a reset, keeps the pit loop going, and that is going to catch Arto trying to jump out. So that first game going to end up going to Gwyn on the f-v.aki. So here we go. f-vaki jumping back, putting herself in the corner, going back to the mid-screen. Kouma kind of zoning her out with the JC he's got in the air, playing a preemptive button, trying to catch those extended hurt boxes. Not able to catch him yet, but his the threat of him doing so is high. There we go. Gets above Aki, and like I said, Aki's like a cannonball. As long as you're near her, if she pushes JC, she can hit you. Even though he was above and behind her, he still gets hit because, you know, that's just how f-vaki operates. That's how just her normal works. Both characters counter hit each other. Both characters take away from each other, not able to get too much off of it. Kouma right here at about half his health bar being red health. Gonna get hit by f-vaki, putting him in the corner. Is she gonna get anything off this? No. Puff balls, comes back down, jumps up to start getting out of pressure, pushes Aki back to the mid-screen, counter hits her, not gonna get anything off it though. He is gonna miss the counter hit confirm, and during his recovery, f-vaki will ground tech and punish that. So first game, first round, gonna end up going to the f-vaki here. f-vaki backing up, using the pillars to try to protect some space, with Kouma jumping over the top of them, trying to keep his pressure up, not give her too much space to like control the ground area he wants to move around from the air. Coming and dashing under Aki, she's not able to start a pressure right there. But there we go. Kouma getting an air throw. Aki back to about half health, and neither character's really been able to hit each other. There's been a lot of chip damage on each other right now. Kouma dashing and blocking the pillar and trying to jump away. That's going to end up being him counter hit by Aki, though. Aki bringing him over to the corner, pit looping him out. He's able to jump out of it. 3.3k damage, though. There are 2 pits on the ground he has to watch out for. Watching, dude, did they pick the red, like, did Gwyn pick the red map just to fuck with him? What is this, like, trying to see the pits on the ground on, like, the all-red map? That's fucked up. This is, that's like...
I'm not seeing everything, like, literally, like, yeah, she fucking swings her arm. Yeah, cool, man.
What dishonorable tactics is, like, Gwyn trying to do right here? Goes for an air shield, but ends up missing it. Kouma coming back down with a counter hit. One more hit's gonna get her if it's a good hit, but no. He goes for a meaty, but it's just not quite meaty, and they both counter hit each other on wake up, so that second game gonna end going to Gwyn.
I'm
now,
sure
Arto.
it was a random map select.
Damn, is Arto getting serious? He's switching to the c.vsion. Maybe he's taking my advice, and he's like, alright, I've got a button that hits above me. I can just Rising JC. Let's see if Arto actually knows how to play c.vsion. I'm gonna be very, very critical of him because I actually do play this shitty-ass character. There we go with the JC. Doesn't go with the 6C confirm for like the 5k, but he actually doesn't get any confirm off it at all. Lands the JC, just doesn't get any damage. A little bit disappointing, but he is going to be blocking right here. f-vaki coming in, catching with the pillars, jumping in, going for the pit loops. Ends up catching with the pit loop. Maybe think he's going to go for a reset, but he's not. Gets a JB, but he's not able to get too much off of it. Comes in with the JA, ends up missing. Aki just ducks it, but there we go. Goes over the top of it. Aki goes for a shield, ends up missing it. Arto trying to catch her right here at the JCs, but Aki blocking. There we go. Goes for a counter hit, bringing her up in the air. Doesn't go, no, he does go for the air dash, but doesn't in the end on the middle. Goes 3.8k damage, pretty good, but it is going to put him back into neutral, which is a little unfortunate when you're playing c.vsion. Here's the thing about c.vsion is that when you play c.vsion, depending on if a character has a DP that can actually beat your Akiya summon Oki, the way you play is very, very different. And there's a lot of times where if a character has a DP that can beat the Aki summon Oki, you do want to go for damage, rather than Oki if it will take you back to it, even if it'll put you back in neutral. But f-vaki is actually a matchup where she can't actually beat the Aki summon with her DP, so it really gives you a free reign to just run train on her with whatever mix-up RPS you, or with whatever wake-up RPS you want to do with c.vsion. So him not going for the Oki there was a bit surprising, but I don't think he mains the character, so he's probably not super familiar with like Oki setups and confirms off of it. And when you're in that scenario, it's probably better to just go for damage and keep playing the character in a way you're comfortable with. Goes for a JC to try to fake the overhead and go low. Aki doesn't fall for it. Ends up counter hitting him out when he reading the rebeat, putting him back down 3.7k damage. He's going to be blocking on the ground, going with the overhead puffball, coming with another overhead pillar, putting f-vaki all the way into the corner, going for the pit, who's coming up top, missing, and f-vaki going to mash out. Is he going to go for the Oki right here? No, he tries to go for the launcher, but he ends up missing that last part of the hit, and f-vaki going to take him in the recovery of the scramble, bring him up, take him back down with the fireball, going, and he heats through the pillar. Going to be getting a lot of HP back right here because Aki has been doing a lot of red health from the pit loops he's been doing. Arto right now here trying to catch these extended hitboxes with the JC, and there it is, catches it, but no, he tries to push 2D to catch, ends up missing. But here we go. Now he's going to go for this dive kick combo to try to go for left-right. Actually ends up getting it. That's an untraditional way to do the left-right. out of f-v.aki, but he does end up going for it, so and it ends up working. f-v.aki doesn't block on the right side, gets the mix-up that he's looking for, so c.vsion going to take that second round right there. Coming down, the JC ends up missing, then going in, they're playing some stagger pressure in the mid-screen, coming over the top of the, with the instant air dashes, coming with dive kicks. Aki respecting the pressure a lot. There we go, goes for an arc summon to catch out of the air, doesn't get a lot of damage, and Aki's going to be getting out of the corner off of the scramble. Aki, though, taking pressure again from c.vsion, going for the overhead, and he is going to confirm off of it, but what's he going to do? No, he goes for the arc summon. The arc summon is a bit hard to use if you don't confirm out of a charge 2C, because, or use charge 2C at some point in the combo to get the extra knockdown time. Because you have to be really, really tight with it. But, so he ends up not getting it, but he does get the extra damage as well. He is playing from a health advantage, and with that JC that gives him the ability to hit, f-yaki if she gets above him. v-sion does have the ability to kind of play back and force v-sion to approach her from the mid-screen. Unfortunately, though, he is stuck in the corner, taking some pressure, goes into a blood heat right now. Aki does bait the blood heat, air dashing over the top of it, able to punish it, but no, he's going to dash in. v-sion, is he going to go for Oki right here? No, he's not going to go for it. No, he is going to go for Oki. No, he's going to go for a launcher? You can't, here's the thing, is that you can't jump. Here's the thing about c.vsion. You can't jump after you have done a dive kick in a combo, so if he wanted to go for a launcher, he needed to use the DP claw right there, and unfortunately he didn't use the DP claw, so he wasn't able to jump. The combo ended up dropping, and in the scramble, Gwyn's able to come out on top and hit him a little bit.
That's a winner of this tournament.
So yeah, that's gonna put Gwyn coming up from the losers bracket after forfeiting his initial map, or forfeiting his initial match. He's gonna be coming up from the losers bracket and taking the win. And let me go. I'll update the scoreboard then. And then I'll show it on the stream real fast, so it's gonna be... How many games did Arto win in the first round? It doesn't matter, because Gwyn got the win. So we move Gwyn here.
2. I think 2 games for 6.
And then Gwyn won 3 there. Okay, so I'll put the... I'll change it to like 2 over here then. And then full screen this, fade. Bruh, it like crashed on me. Hello? And then here's the bracket we're going to be looking at. So that's the bracket for the tournament. And then let's see if I've got this right. I should be able to close this while keeping that up on stream. And then put the tournament placements here. The names here in the properties area. So first place was what? That was first place was Gwyn. Second place was Arto. Third place was Poktamor. And then fourth place is Milky Power, right?
I think so. I mean, that will be fair anyway.
Poktamor, and then fourth place, Milky Power. Hit OK on that, and it should fade, and when it fades like that, that allows me to come back here and then hit end tournament, check to make sure my placements are correct. It's going to load for a little while because challenge is slow, and yeah, that looks like those are the scores. So, there we go. That's the tournament. Like usual, we get to the end and then someone ends up dropping out, so maybe not the most eventful. And I was trying to do something different with the commentary and the game's audio and the way stuff was laid out, so maybe it was a bit less organized than the last tournament. But, you know, I think it was still fun regardless.
Yeah, it was really fun.
But, I mean, how long has it been going on? Let me see. An hour? Oh, okay, well, the time up there is fucking trash, and it doesn't update. Cool. Yeah, these plugins kind of suck. But, anyway.
Hour and 40 minutes.
An hour and 40?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's not bad. I don't want it to go like too much longer than 2 hours anyway. So, all right, yeah, that's the tournament. Congratulations to Gwyn for being big winner. Arto for coming second place. Unfortunately, Poktamor dropped out when he took the lead, and then Milky was trying new characters and it didn't work out for her. So the returning champion ends up coming fourth place. I also misspelled her name in the tournament placements. 1 second. Put a second I there because I'm fucking retarded.
Damn, man, how we can be us racist?
I don't think she's gonna give a shit though. But there we go. Now it's looking good. Anyway, yeah, thanks for helping out with the tournament, Haku. Whenever you help out, it makes things run a lot smoother. I think that's it. You got anything to say?
Nah, nothing actually.
Okay. Right. Well, alright. Thanks everyone for watching. Thanks everyone for playing. Fun tournament. I always enjoy running them. I'll do another one next week, like usual. Alright. Thanks everyone for watching. Stream's over.